Welcome to the Caribbean Cricket Podcast, your one-stop shop for all things West Indies cricket. By the fans, for the fans. Yes, people. Welcome to another Caribbean Cricket Podcast. Sorry, I got sweet in my mouth, Another Caribbean Cricket Podcast, live, watch along, group therapy, safe space for all the West Indian and whatever Indian fans decide to come in on this as well. I just had YouTube on in the background. How you doing, everyone? Let me know if you're there. Let me big you up. Let me say hi. Let's just go through the West Indies team. For those of you who don't know, so the team, Kemo Paul is out. Who's the other person? Shamar Brooks is out. And in have come Brandon King and Devon Thomas. Like I said the last time, for whoever was there in the last match and the last live watch along, these are friendlies. Whatever people want to see them as, they're ultimately friendlies. If they don't count for anything, there's no points involved. The key here is making sure that the team is ready come the World Cup qualifiers. So I think somebody had messaged me on Twitter earlier today, private message, and said, do you think Brandon will play today? And I said, yeah, they'll rotate him in because this is, as far as I'm concerned, this is all about trying different combinations, trying different things. And then I think by the time we play New Zealand for the 3 T20s versus New Zealand, that's when you'll have a better idea of what West Indies probably think is their best 11, give or take conditions for the World Cup. So we shall see. It's worth noting that India have also dropped one of the spinners. I think they dropped Bishnu. Who was coming for Bishnu? I definitely didn't see Bishnu in the team. Let me just go back and look who's coming for this guy. Bishnu. Oh, and they've brought in another seamer. Is it Avesh Khan? So Avesh Khan has come in for Bishnu as well. So India have made a change. So India have gone with one less spinner. Obviously, West Indies have not included Hayden Walsh. So we only have Akil Hussein's four overs, but India will have both Ashwin and who's their other spinner? Who's their other spinner in the side? Ashwin, Jadeja, who will bowl 8 overs of spin. So let me see what people are saying in the chat. Let's see who's there. Big up Rickon, big up Orim, big up Yo, big up Boogeyman, big up Sweetby, big up Josh, big up everyone who's in the live at current. We're about 10 minutes away from a start. I'm not sure why I started with 10 minutes to go, but because this game has been delayed, 3 hours? And let me get this out of the way early, actually. I'm choosing not to talk on the baggage debacle and whatever. Obviously, something major has gone on. I am choosing not to talk on it. And the reason I'm choosing not to talk on it is because until I have the full details and the full story, I don't want to... It's obviously worthy of a cuss out. It's obviously ridiculous. And Cricket West Indies have obviously messed up in some shape or form. But until I get the full details, I don't want to go into that knee-jerk, this is embarrassing, this is ridiculous. And it probably is. And somebody somewhere should be sacked for it. But until I know the full details, I'm not getting into it. So I'll cuss out about that tomorrow once I've got a bit more details about what exactly went on. So 007 says there's a strike at the airport in Trinidad. Okay. Didn't know that. I don't even know if that's true. Boogeyman. Hetmeyer's finisher role. Obviously, that's what the IPL have tried to rebrand him as. That doesn't necessarily mean that by the time we get to the World Cup qualifiers, that doesn't necessarily mean that that's what Hetmeyer is going to be doing. I've got no issue with the West Indies experimenting with it. The thing is, what people have to understand about T20s is no one's position is set. I never understand why people act like there is a set position in T20s. Don't get me wrong. A few people might have a bit of a set role, but T20s are fluid. So there will be times, depending on what the situation is, that Rothman Powell will come free, or Oldeen Smith will come free, or Pooran will come free, or Hetmeyer will come free, or maybe a Jason Hold will come up the order. I don't think we need to get bogged down into who comes where and when, because T20s all depends on the situation and at the moment that wickets call. And it should be that way. I don't think we should be getting bogged down into this. You only come to the wicket for this specific role. No, it all depends on what's going on at any one moment in time. And remember, it's about matchups as well. So you might move people up and down the order depending on matchup. So, for example, Bishnoi got Rodman Powell in the last game, right? Yes, Rodman Powell has improved against spin, but how many people knew that that Bishnoi was probably going to get Rodman Powell out? Do you see what I mean? So there's certain things with matchups in T20s, which is why I don't think we should be fixated on where a player comes into bat. I can see that I can see that you lot in the chat are talking about who's being dropped and this not. I don't think any of them are drops. I just see all of this as trying different things out. And so there's 5 matches. Like, come on, this isn't about dropping and replacing, and just try things out. Like I say, I think by the time we play New Zealand, that's when we'll have a better idea of what the realistic situation is. Positive mindset says should have gone with Mario instead of Devon Thomas. Listen, it's by the by for me. I've long said that if you're playing Romario Shepherd, then Old Dean Smith should sit. I don't think both of them should be in the same side. And I've said that about ODIs as well. So remember, we've already got Jason Holder in the side. And I know you lot will say, but Jason Holder's not the same player as Romario Shepherd and Old Dean Smith. But it's all of this all-rounder thing. I would rather have Devon Thomas in just as a straight batter. Devon Thomas knows that he is there to bat. He's not there to... I know he can bowl, but he's not there to bowl. He might wicket keep, but I would rather that than somebody who does bits and pieces here and there, and more often than not doesn't do any of them well. So I've got no issue with Devon Thomas getting a go. And at the end of the day, Devon Thomas is in the squad. He's got to get a go at some point. How else will we know if he's any good? So I've got no issue with Devon Thomas getting a go in this game. Sorry, I'll take some more comments. Boogeyman, who will miss out for Hetmeyer in the ODI squad? Trying to recall the ODI squad off the top of my head. Carty? If you're talking about who's going to be in the starting 11, I think Carty will be in the squad, but I think Hetmeyer would walk into the starting 11 over him based on the last game. So there you go. Rodman Powell as well could hold a drop. Any of them, really. The whole team could hold a drop apart from Shea Hope. So it could be anybody. Sports Breakdown says, why have West Indies only gone with Akil Hussain as their only spinner? Probably because they think that Hayden Walsh will go for licks, more than likely, is what I would say. Am I using Santoki's computer? Why am I freezing? What's happened? What's happened? Am I freezing? 007, that question about Carty was in relation to ODIs, not in relation to T20s. I just need to fix something on this YouTube channel. Let me try and do it. See if I can do it from my phone. It might be easier to go from my phone. Bear with me, people. I've got to fix something on YouTube. Let's see. Sorry, if you're in this, by the way, press like, press subscribe, all of that jazz. Do make sure you do that. Every time I come off these lives, I go and look at the like button, and like you'll have like thousands of people that have watched, and hardly anybody would have pressed like. You lot are doing me dirty out here. You've got me out here. Oh, sorry, you got me out here chatting for 3 hours, and nobody don't want to press like. Doing me dirty. Right, let me go and just fix this thing on YouTube. Sorry, people, I'm just on my phone trying to fix something on YouTube. Bear with me. If I unpin that message, there we go. And then if I do this, right, there we go. Okay, cool. Right, I'm back. Right, any thoughts on Deandra sending that in that retirement there? Yeah, listen, so I've been doing a lot of digging behind the scenes. I'm not saying it's the only reason, but there is definitely an issue pertaining to captaincy around this. It's not the only reason Deandra will be saying this. What's quite interesting is I did a tweet earlier today where I said that there's never a quiet day in West Indies cricket, and there's no other international team that has the politics that we have in West Indies. And it was in response to what Deandra had tweeted. And Deandra liked what I said. I mean, she can do what she wants, but I thought that was quite pointed that she liked me saying that there was that no team has more politics than the West Indies. Now, I haven't got the full story. I'm just from people who should know that I've spoken to. There is definitely an element of this that pertains to captaincy, whether it be that Deandra felt that Stefani shouldn't have lost it, whether it be that she's felt that Hayley shouldn't have got it, whether it be that Deandra felt it was her time to be captain. Now, when you look at the letter that we're going to talk about this on the podcast, so I probably shouldn't say too much because Santoki and I are going to do bits and pieces on this. So the tiny bit that I'll leave you with is this. Deandra sent that letter into Cricket West Indies on the 1st of July, or dated the 1st of July. Hayley was given the captaincy of the women's team on the 25th of June. So that's a week gap. You can't tell me that the two things aren't related. And furthermore, Deandra is currently here in England with Barbados national side, of which Hayley is captain. The statement, if any of you have read it, if you read between the lines, everybody would read between the lines of that statement and go, who's she talking about? Is she talking about Hayley Matthews? Everybody would think that, right? So why would you then drop that letter, or why would you then drop this tweet with a clearly pointed statement where you're asking people to read between the lines? Why would you drop it whilst your national team is here playing the Commonwealth Games, knowing that people are going to think you might be talking about Hayley? I've got to assume you did it on purpose. Anyways, you know, West Indies cricket people, there's always a drama. Every single day, there is always a drama in this sport of ours. Men's team, women's team, boys' team, girls' team, age group teams. It's always a madness. So obviously, I'll go and do a bit more digging, try and get a bit more information for the people, and then watch out for us talking about it on future episodes and this, that, and the other. Yeah, Mr. Singh, correct. Listen, when they said when when they said the match was being delayed, I was celebrating. I was like, "What? They're moving it to evening time, UK time. This is brilliant." Everyone in the UK who likes cricket is now home from work. They can watch the match in peace. This is good. No one needs to do any work whilst they're watching it. So if this is bunning the engine, man, so what? This is better for us. Right, so what's this now? So the two Indian openers are coming out to bat. Arshdeep and who is no, that can't be Arshdeep. Wait, what? Why does this man have Arshdeep on his back? Wait, hold on. Is the kit situation such a case now that people are just batting in somebody else's kit? Arshdeep can't be opening with Rohit. No, what's going on? People, what's going on? Am I missing something? Why does my man have Arshdeep on his shirt? I don't have the volume on. Is it because the kits are missing, so everyone's just wearing anybody else's shirt? Man and man don't have their shirts, you know. They're just wearing whatever they want. Yes, Supernova, the Indian viewers do generate the revenue, but the revenue is probably being paid already. Like the TV contract money has already come through. You can't tell me that the money only comes through after the competition, dependent on whatever. Listen, give us the money. I said already. Listen, if we're gonna just lose all our matches to India, just tell them to give us all the money and go. Do you know what I mean? Like the money should already have been paid. So whatever. Anyways, first ball and gone. First ball, wicket. Obed McCoy, bouncer. Rohit can only fend it to the man at gully. Rohit Sharma is out. That's how it goes, you know. Bit of pace and bounce. Akil takes the catch, of course. We're moving already. We're moving. India, none for one. That completely caught Rohit by surprise. Massive bounce there from Obed McCoy. Yeah, Rohit didn't know how to play that one. He clearly wasn't expecting so much spice off the pitch there. Really good delivery. And he can only fend that one away. So India are none for one after one ball. I didn't even have time to start putting in my updated scorecard. I didn't expect India to lose their first wicket after one ball of this match. So Rohit gone for duck, caught Akil, bowled McCoy. We move. The thing is, I'm watching this one on my iPad, so I should be behind real time on TV because there's better lighting. One second. There's better lighting in my room. So I decided, let me actually make sure the iPad's got full charge and let me watch the match on my iPad instead. It's on 98%, so I'm hoping I can get through the whole match on my iPad, and therefore I won't actually have to leave my room. And this seat is much easier and more comfy to watch it like this. So Obed winds up again. Shreyas Iyer has come in. I wonder if he's got his name on the back of his shirt. Nice delivery, and that's a dot ball. ESPN's behind me, boy. Who's wicket keeping? Yeah, Devon Thomas is wicket keeping. That makes sense. Yeah, Shreyas does have his shirt. So if Sky is wearing Arshdeep's shirt, what shirt is Arshdeep gonna wear? Put them on a ferry, yes. Let them catch seasick, yes. If it's good enough for Bangladesh, it's good enough for India. The thing is, somebody sent me a message cussing off Cricket West Indies about what do you call it? The visa situation with the USA. But I think people need to realize that this visa situation with the USA is bigger than Cricket West Indies. For any of you who are athletics fans, there was a massive issue for lots of athletes being able to get to Oregon for the World Championships over a similar visa situation. So, in fairness with the visa situation, I do think it's a much bigger issue than just what have Cricket West Indies and India done about the visas? Because from what I've been told, there's some Indian players who can't get visas as well. So this is a bigger issue than just Cricket West Indies incompetence when it comes to the visa situation. I think there's a wider American issue here. Yeah, for those of you who've got the volume on, what have they said on TV about the shirt situation? I haven't. I've not. I've not bothered to. Obviously, I can't turn the volume on, so I don't know what they're saying actually on screen. And that's a maiden over from Obed McCoy. No runs, one wicket. Great start for the West Indies. So India none for one from one. Interesting. So if they haven't really said anything on TV about it, that suggests to me there's a bit more politics behind this, that people are possibly being told to shut up. This is my issue as well. When we did the debut episode for 99.94, so Jared Kimber was saying to me and Santoki that he feels that as good as Bish and Badri and Ganga and who else is on there? Whoever's on there, Sammy, etc., may or may not be. Nobody who are the West Indian voices on TV really delve into the politics on TV. If that was me doing commentary on TV, you think I'm not talking about the politics? Because everything that goes on in our cricket, there's some politics behind it. You can't just act blind like you can't see or don't know about what's going on. Obviously, don't libel yourself, and ensure that nobody can take it to court or anything. But I feel like sometimes they don't wanna tread on people's toes. Maybe they don't want to lose their job. That's why I could never work on TV, because they'd sack me after what, one stint? I'd probably get sacked. Right, who's in? Sorry, I meant to say that Alzari Joseph is the new bowler, and his first two balls have been dots. Sky cannot get off the mark, probably because he's wearing Arshdeep's shirt, so he's batting like a tail ender. Now, already, just from the zip and the movement that I've seen McCoy get off his first six balls and Alzari off his first two balls, you can see possibly why West Indies didn't play the extra spin, and you can also see why India didn't play three spinners on this track. And that one, Sky launches Joseph out of the ground for a six. So he is off the mark with a six. It's a beautiful shot. On a length, Sky just times that magnificently, basically. It didn't even look like he'd got all that much power on that one. He just timed it brilliantly, and it just went flying out the ground. This time, Joseph gets it on a Yorker length. Is that overthrows? Oh my God, sloppy cricket. Joseph gets it on a Yorker length, and Sky runs two on an overthrow. That should have been a single at best. Yeah, it was a fantastic shot. Yeah, so KB, you're saying McCoy should play T20s. I mean ODIs. It was Puran who did the misfield. Oh God, he was trying to go for a run out, but Sky was already in his crease. Not Sky, Shreyas. Obed's fitness is an issue, man. Come on, he can't play ODIs. Not yet, anyways. This time, Joseph errs onto Sky's legs, and the man down at the boundary is able to haul it in before it goes for four. That should be free. Was it Akil Hussain down at the boundary? Yes, it was. Of course it was. And Sky runs three for that. So 11 runs off Joseph's over so far with one ball to go. Yes, Joe. I think people need to bear in mind, like, so that shot that Sky hit for a six, he barely, like, he just timed it, and it went flying out the ground. And it's when he went over the boundary, the first thing I thought was, wait a minute, this is a tiny ground. So you're looking at, given how small the boundaries are, 180 plus. Sorry. And there's another one. Repeat shot again, times it. It's all timing. Another six. 17 off Joseph's first over. Again, Sky just times it perfectly, picks it up, just hits through the line of the ball. There's no power, there's no aggression to that. He just hit through the line of the ball. And it's a six. 17 off his first over. Ah, boy. Anyways, so what was a good start is ruined by Joseph's second over. India 17 for one after two overs. People remember that last year's CPL was in St. Kitts, and on the whole, lots of runs were scored. Oh, was that Aya? I thought that was Sky. Oh, it was Aya. Wait, who was that? Yeah, it was Aya. Sorry, that was Aya who hit that six. I thought it was Sky. But anyways, it was a similar shot to Sky's shot, just timing. So already off that over, it looks like you time the ball well, you're going to get full value. Has he gone? Has he nicked it? Has he nicked it? Gone. Sky's gone. Obed McCoy back into the attack. He's still not giving up a run. Sky goes for the booming cover drive. Nicks behind to Devon Thomas, and Sky has to go. It's 17 for two. Yep, 17 for two. Maybe maybe Sky should have shown a bit more patience there. He must have thought he was facing Alzari Joseph again. Obed McCoy's a much better T20 bowler than Alzari Joseph, and Sky has to go for 11 runs off 6 balls. India are 17 for 2 off 2.1 overs. So Sky 11, Court Thomas, bowled McCoy. Obed McCoy currently has figures of no runs, 2 wickets. Is the broadcast? Sorry, do you know if the broadcast is independent of Cricket West Indies like Sky? Yeah, BT Sport. They're taking the feed. They're taking the feed from whoever produces this. So it's. I mean, when you say independent of Cricket West Indies, no, it's not independent. So we're taking the Caribbean feed. So obviously we're hearing Sammy, Badri, whoever else is, I can't remember whoever else is out there. So we take the live pictures, but it's just done through BT Sport. But there's no segue, so there's no one in the studio. There's no like English person in the studio saying, right, today it's the second T20. It just goes straight to the live feed. Anyways, Rishabh Pant is in, and his first ball is defended for a dot. Yeah, that's my point, Fireball. That's why when you lot said you lot on ESPN, and somehow I'm still ahead of you lot, even though I'm watching on the BT Sport app on my iPad, and I'm still ahead of you lot, even though I'm on an iPad through an app. Mad. I'm not listening live, so I don't know if Bish is on comms or not. Right, this time McCoy gets his line wrong, and Pant is able to. I don't know if that was a 1 bounce 4 or if that was a 6. It's a 6. And again, that's another example. You time it, you're going to get a 6. All Pant did was pick that up off his legs, and it just flew over the boundary. Yeah, these boundaries are 60 meters. 60 meters only. Yeah, Ariana, you lot should be ahead because I'm not watching it on TV. I'm watching it on an app, so I should be about 7 seconds behind. Anyone who's watching it on TV, I should be about 7 seconds behind, surely, if I'm watching it on an app through an internet feed. I'm not moving in to watch it on TV. I can't be bothered. Anyways, next ball, they run a quick single, and India moved to 24 for 2. Yeah, Oren, you're right. Based on the first 16 balls, unless you get your line right, you're disappearing. As long as the batter has any level of ability, you're gonna disappear. If you even err by like 1 or 2 inches, you're disappearing. The boundary length for Pants one was 60 meters, so the leg side boundary was 60 meters. Much better delivery from McCoy, no run. I was going to say, yeah, sorry. If you're in the live, press like, please. Like, subscribe, so on and so forth. Right, so 24 for 2. Final ball of Obed McCoy's second over. Will they let Alzari bowl his second over? And that one is there a man out there? No, there isn't. That's going to be 4. Oh, no, it's saved. No, is it? Oh, yep. Who is that? Akil Hussain, probably? No, it's Nicholas Puram. Puram manages to haul that one in. What looked like a 4 is saved for, he saves 1 run. And India are 27 for 2 after 3 overs. Will they let Alzari come back after going for 17 runs of his first over, or will they turn to Jason Holder for the 4th over? Personally, if it was me, I would turn to Jason to say you or Akil Hussain and say bowl 1 in the power play because Alzari just bowled an over like a madman. Yeah, Jordan, we're gonna do that at some point. I might ask Santoki to lead on that one. I mean, he's the one who talks about the inevitability of IPL just dominating an IPL. What? Oldine Smith? Ah, boy. So they're going to turn to Oldine Smith to bowl the fourth over in the power play. This could be licks, you know. Yeah, listen, I'm not a big T20 franchise fan, you know. I've got just enough energy to watch CPL, but outside of CPL, I don't care, you know. And the reason I don't care is because I've got no allegiance to any of these teams. It's not like, and I should do because I watch like American football and basketball, but I just don't care about any of these franchise teams outside of CPL. Like CPL, I can get behind the idea, even though they're rubbish, I can get behind the idea of the Jamaica Talawars. But outside of CPL, you think I care about any of these teams or any of these tournaments? All I care about is did a West Indian player do well? But you think I'm sitting down to watch all of IPL? You think I'm sitting down to watch all of BBL or BPL or PSL or what's the new South African one? You think I actually care like that? Give me international cricket anytime over that, anytime. But the reality is, international cricket's going to die out because these franchise leagues are going to kill it. Man asking me to care about Gujarat Titans. Why should I care? They don't know me like that. Anyways, Smith only went for one ball. Shatil, I watched like 1-2 matches and then I just ducked out of the tournament because I don't care. Oldine Smith, one ball, run so far. This one is pulled, but it's only, they take two. They take two from that. It's a good over so far from Oldine. He hasn't gone for a 4 yet. Javid, I don't know about Joseph. It's early days yet. Remember, this is only his second T20 international, so we got to give him time. Anyways, Oldine's third ball. He's bowling well so far, Oldine. That one is worked into the covers. They run to looked like Oldine was going to run that down and cut off the 2, but he slips. And they take 2. Still a good over from Oldine. Only 5 runs off the first 3 balls. Yeah, Chatil. There were a few IPLs in the early days where like I'd watch like I don't know Narayan or a Russell, but I can't explain it. Like I don't feel any connection to any of these franchise teams. For me to watch a sport, I need to feel some level of connection. These teams don't speak to me on the. Oh, and yeah, there we go. That's gone for 6. Right. So who was that? That was Pant. So Smith, Oldine. I don't know if he was trying to bowl a bouncer. I don't know what he was trying to do. Anyways, all Pant had to do was swivel and hook that one for 6. In fairness, it wasn't that bad a delivery. It wasn't that bad. It wasn't rubbish. Let me see actually. Yeah, because it's not like Pant didn't catch that completely cleanly, but as we said earlier on, for those of you who've been saying it in the chat, if you bowl anything that's not completely on the money, you're gonna get licked for 4 or 6. Anyways, Pant's on 17 of 6 balls already. And that one's gone out the ground as well. Oh, no, it hasn't. Sorry, I thought it'd gone. It just avoid. See, there's me kissing my teeth, and it weren't even that bad. Pank goes after it, and it just avoids Joseph. I don't know if Joseph could have done more. I don't know if Joseph could have done more there. It just lands over his head. It didn't look like Joseph had he seen it. I mean, that's a pretty lame effort from Alzari, to be honest. Anyways, India 40 for 2 of 3.5 overs. Oldine has gone for 13 of this over. Last ball, and they dab a 1. Or do they not? Do they get a single off that? No, no single. So Oldine goes for 13. I have no idea why they thought turning to Oldine in the power play would be a good idea. on this ground, but it's what they did. They can't go back to Obed. They're going to want to save Obed's. They're going to want to save Obed's next two for the death. So who bowls the fifth? It's got to be a kill, or it's got to be Jason Holder, surely. In fact, who are our bowling options? I need to go and check who our bowling options even are today. Let me check the team. Where is the team? Fam? Playing 11. Here we go. Who? Alzari. Oh my God. Anyways, good delivery. Bit too quick there for Shreyas to do anything about. So they brought Alzari back for a second over. Let's see if he can go for anything less than 17 on this one. I wonder who they're going to bowl as their sixth bowler if they need one. It'd have to be Mayers, because technically there's only 5 bowlers in this side. Surely they're not going to ask Odin to bowl 4 overs today. No way. Akil, Odin, Alzari, Obed, Jason are the 5 bowlers. Bit of zip there. Shreyas chases it. Has he nicked it? He's nicked it. Oh my God. Joseph gets a wicket. I didn't even see the nick. Shreyas chases that and he's gone. He is gone. Joseph comes back. He makes me eat my words. Again, way too much zip. Shreyas just flings the bat at it. I mean, it was wide off stump. Like what? Fifth stump line, sixth stump line. Ayer's eyes must have lit up. Nicks it behind to Devon Thomas. He goes for 10. India are 40 for 3. Okay, let me update that. So Shreyas has gone for 10. Caught Thomas with his second catch of the match, bowled Alzari. Anyways, the point I was making before I saw that Shreyas got out. What's the score? Was it 42? Was it 42 or was it 40? 40 for 3. Before I saw Shreyas get out, the point I was making is we've only got 5 bowlers today, in terms of frontline bowlers, which means they're going to be asking Odin Smith to bowl all 4. And I'm saying they better not be asking Odin Smith to bowl all 4. So Odin better be bowling 2 maximum, which would mean that you're going to have to ask Carl Mayers or Rovman Powell, if his side strain allows him to, is going to have to bowl 1 or 2 overs. There's no way on earth you're giving Odin Smith 4 overs. Right, anyways, Hardik is in. 4 overs gone. India have lost 3 wickets in the power play. You know what Darren Sammy says? You lose 3 wickets in the power play, you should go on to win a match. But this is the West Indies. And anyways, first ball. Are they going to give that leg buys? Looks, yes, leg buys. To flex off Hardik's pads for 4 leg buys. Let me update Twitter because I don't know if Santoki is updating Twitter. If you're just new in the live, it says there's about 50 of you currently. Make sure you press the like button. Make sure you press the subscribe button. Like the Caribbean Cricket Podcast. Tell people about it. Head to 99.94 DM and follow that as well. We record. In fact, has that show dropped yet? Our new episode should be out today or tomorrow. That one's too much for Hardik to deal with. Pace and bounce. Hardik basically awkwardly defends that. Faraz, did I not tell you that Bangladesh would lose to Zimbabwe? There's no way Bangladesh should be going to the World Cup as an automatic qualifiers in T20s. Like, if we whoop Bangladesh without even trying. I knew Zimbabwe would beat Bangladesh as well. You know, Bangladesh are a dead up T20 side. Right. Again. Do you know what? I thought that was a good delivery. That's what I'm saying. That wasn't a bad delivery by Joseph. I mean, it's a length ball, but it's not bad. And Hardik plays times that and just gone straight down the ground for 4. Wasn't Joseph's worst delivery, you know. Sorry. Yeah, Orange. So the new pod that I'm doing, so for a while, so it's called The Game is the Game. But I'll come back to it, but I'll come back to that after this ball. Final ball of Joseph's over, and that's a dot ball. So it's a good comeback from Joseph. I mean, 8 off the over, but he got the key wicket of Aya and India are 48 for 3 after 5 overs. Let me just update the score. So, Orin, as I'm updating the score, so basically, obviously, Santoki and I do the Caribbean Cricket Podcast, but I'm fortunate enough to have met lots of people over the years in loads of different professions because of stuff I've done. I don't know, media wise. I I'm like an assistant head teacher in a secondary school, cricket stuff, football stuff, etc., etc. And I've met so many different people from so many different fields. And basically, what happened was, as good as a Caribbean Cricket Podcast is, it doesn't allow me to talk to people I also want to talk to because it doesn't fit the cricket remit. So for most of this year, I've been working behind the scenes on just creating my own thing, so as to be able to talk to these people, get their stories out there, so on and so forth. So we'll see how it goes. Got some really exciting guests, some famous guests planned, and so on and so forth. So just look out for that, Anyways, Dean Smith back into the attack. Dot ball. All in one. Who would you drop Dean Smith for, though? So I hear you, but who are you dropping him for? Because you'd probably drop him for Romario Shepherd, right? But then isn't Romario Shepherd the exact same player? I think Dean's a better batter than Romario, but I think Romario's a better bowler than Dean, but that doesn't say a whole lot. He's Dean back into the attack, and that's cut down to the boundary, but there's a man. Comes in from the boundary, 1 run. Every time Dean gets a dot or 1 run, I feel to celebrate, Faraz, I've got a video coming on that. Me and Nikhil are doing a video on that exact topic. What is Jason Holder's role in our ODI side? So that should probably drop before the New Zealand series. So look out for that. Yeah, Driv, I do agree with that. Romario finally bowled well versus Bangladesh and then doesn't play in these T20s. So, but I've got to feel, I assumed Driv, that was because Romario was poor in the ODIs. And I wonder if they were just like, let's just drop him or rest him for confidence reasons. I don't know. That's the only thing I could think of. Anyways, that ball's wide, out of our stump. Hardik chases it. There's no minimum risk in him chasing that one. There's no one out there. And that sails away for 6. That was dreadful. I would have at least got 1 run for that. That was begging to be licked for 6. Tadrum, it's not a video. So Santoki interviewed who's Dean cussing? Surely you gotta be cussing himself. Even I would have worked that into the covers for 1 run. So of course Hardit's gonna lick him for 6. So Tadrum, what I'm saying, Santoki interviewed Sunil, which you should have seen today. It's come out in ESPN Monthly. There is a video recorded of the interview, but and Hardik pulls out of that delivery, dead ball. There is a video recorded of it, but I'll speak to Santoki to see if I can spruce it up graphics wise and then drop it. But at the moment, it's just an article. I think he'd have to get permission from Sunil. I don't think Sunil would agree to an unedited video just dropping like that. So put pressure on Santoki if you want that. Now, that's a good delivery from Dean. Again, Hardik chased it. Much better delivery on length. Nearly nicks it behind. Dean trying to bowl that hard length. Yeah. Nearly nicks it behind there. That's a better delivery from Dean. And another dot. Okay, so only 7 off the over so far from Dean. 1 more ball to go. Can he avoid the 6 with the last ball? Can he avoid it or just get 1 run? It's a sweet, It's a green sweep. I don't even like it, but I got to eat something. Anyways, final ball. And that is cut away for 1 run. 8 runs off the over for Oldine. Let's celebrate. India are 56 for 3 at the end of the power play. Pick up everyone who is in the Peppa Pig yogurt. Is in my fridge. I got some brown stew chicken and rice and peas to get through as well. I'm gonna have to get to that after this. Maybe I'll try and munch through that at half time. Cheeky little brown stew chicken, rice and peas, and maybe a side portion of plantain. Yeah, I'm not sure why they would bowl Oldine for 2 in the power play. Anyways, power play's over and they turn straight to Akil Hussain. So you have to assume now that Akil's definitely going to bowl 4 on the trot. You would have to assume. There was an article that came out from ESPN today on Akil Hussain. If you haven't read it, let's see if I can find the link for you lot, because maybe not all of you have seen it or read it. Let me see if I can find it, and you can have a read of it whilst this match is going on. Where basically, here it is. So Akil Hussain has the 5th lowest economy rate amongst spinners in T20 international since July 2021. So basically, in the last year, he's the 5th best bowler with regards to economy in T20 internationals. The link, I'm just going to put the link in the chat for anyone who's not seen that article, and you can go and read it yourselves. Anyways, Akil's first ball went for 1, which I didn't even see. Okay, interesting. So how's he going to bowl to the left-hander? The answer is he gets licked for 4. So Pant gets down on one knee and just shovels that for 4 down a fine leg boundary. Yeah, Keel's going to have a bit of difficulty here bowling to the left-handed Pant. He's gone over the wicket. Yeah, Pant's going to love this matchup here. Let's see what Keel's got for the next ball. And the next ball, Pant goes after him again. But this time, he's caught and gone. Gone. I just said, how is Akil going to bowl to left-handed Pant? Pant must have thought that Akil was bowling foolishness. He goes after him. He doesn't time it properly. He doesn't execute it properly. Pant goes for 24. India are throwing their wickets away here. It's 61 for 4. You knew, the one thing I knew was that Pant was going to go after him, which is why I said it's going to be interesting to see how this matchup goes. But Pant just doesn't execute that well at all. He must have thought, this is the matchup. I'm going to go after Akil. He can't get a left-handed batter out. And I've got to say, I think Pant gives that one away. That maybe he might say that was in his arc and that was the moment to go after Akil. But who caught that? Was that Oldine Smith down at the boundary? I think that was Oldine Smith. So Pant goes for 24. If India do go on to lose this, they're going to say it's because of the kit situation, undoubtedly. Anyway, so India 61 for 4 after 6 over. Big up the people in the live. I think this is the live with the most people concurrently, there might have been one before it where there were slightly more of you in it concurrently at any one time, but I feel like there's far more people in this one on this live than the usual ones. I was trying to work out today if I'm going to make this a regular thing. I know let me look at my diary. So obviously there's another T20 tomorrow. Can I do that one live? I can do a live on that one as well, people. So if you want a live tomorrow for that T20, give me a hell yeah. I can't do a live on Saturday though. Anyways, Jadeja is into the attack and he gets off the mark. Yeah, enough hell, enough hell yes, enough hell yes in the chat. So we'll be doing a live. We'll be doing a live tomorrow for the third ODI as well. I can't do Saturday though. Saturday I'm at the football. The season starts on Saturday. So I'm going to the football, and I can't do Saturday or Sunday. So there will be no lives for the 6th or the 7th. Do you know what I do want to know though, people? Actually, I should tell you lot. So I don't know if I'm going to make it to Barbados versus India on Wednesday. There might be some circumstance out of my control. But Grenada, the Grenada national team, are playing the British Army cricket team on Thursday, and I'm tempted to go down to that. Don't know if there's any Grenadians in this chat, but I'm tempted to go and watch Grenada versus the British Army's cricket team on Thursday. But also on Thursday, for those who don't know, so this Thursday is the first unofficial test match between West Indies A and Bangladesh A. But the problem is, I'm trying to find out who's even been named in the side. No names. So yeah, I'll get some news out to people once I know some more about that. Anyways, Jason Holder is into the attack. Akil went for 1 for 7 off his first over, and Jason is going to bowl the 8th over. This is the perfect time for me to bring in Jason. I think if we're going to get rid of Jason's overs, I don't want to see Jason at the death. I know why we bowl him at the death, but I'd rather Jason get for his overs for the West Indies through the middle. Anyway, sorry, I missed some chat. So, yeah, Javid, my dad is coming back to do an episode. We're going to be doing it on Walter Rodney, the politics of Walter Rodney, and what that meant for Caribbean identity. So we're doing some back and forth at the moment, trying to work out how we do that episode. But that's the topic we're going to be doing it on. Sorry, who else was I? There was somebody who asked me something which I think I missed. Sorry, big up Emancipation Day. Today is Emancipation Day. The thing is, people, I don't tend to big up Emancipation Day as much as I probably do. I think I tend to wait for Jamaican Independence Day. Obviously, for those who are Jamaican, it's Jamaica 60 this year. I think it's Trinidad 60 this year as well. But big up Emancipation Day all the same. I don't know. I don't think I've quite come to terms with and I'm a history teacher, by the way. I'm a history and politics teacher, but I don't know if I've quite come to terms with where my thought process is around Emancipation Day, and if we we should celebrate it. But I don't know. I need to compile my thoughts on it. We should definitely celebrate it, but it's more that question about how have we developed as Caribbean nations? Are we truly emancipated? If you kind of catch my drift, this ain't the time now for a history lecture or a politics lecture, but hopefully some of you get what I mean by that final statement. Are we truly emancipated? So I always have a bit of difficulty celebrating. I mean, you could argue it's the same for Independence Day, but then Independence Day is more a kind of national pride thing. Anyways, that's for the history and politics sessions. Let me leave that one out for now. So what are we saying? What are we saying in the chat? What are we saying in the chat there? Yeah, British Army is an interesting team. That's why I almost want to go and watch it. Anyway, so Jason, from his 5 balls of this over, has only gone for 3 runs. This is what I'm saying. I feel like Jason's a better bowler in the middle overs for us. Not necessarily for, I think he seems to execute his roles better for the IPL sides in terms of power plays and all that. But for us, I see him as a middle over bowler. But of course, because we have no death bowlers, we have to utilize him there. Anyways, final ball of Jason's over. He's only gone for 3 so far. Will Jadeja take him on? Current run rate 8.43. And Jadeja can only shovel that out to the man in the boundary. 4 runs of Jason's first over. Excellent over. And India are 67 for 4 after 8 overs. Feel like Jadeja and who's there with him? Pandya are going to have to consolidate for a bit here because India are losing wickets. I mean, good, but they're losing wickets a bit too frequently, which will mean they'll sell themselves with a potential score. They shouldn't be 67 for 4 after 8 overs. There's runs in this wicket. Yeah, Javid, that's another conversation. So I don't know what it's like in the other Caribbean islands or countries. I don't know if, like, I can only speak about Jamaica, and the Chinese investment, divestment, whatever you want to call it, in Jamaica is huge. But I don't know if other Caribbean islands are seeing the same kind of thing. Yeah, Leah, good, interesting point from Leah. I think it's an error to play Jadeja ahead of Danish Kartik. He's a good finisher, yes, but he shouldn't have to bat with the tail. Yeah, this is my issue with, like, when you have somebody down as a finisher, if you just pigeonhole them as that alone, where's the part where sometimes you need them to come in a bit earlier and construct an innings? Surely you can't just say a man is a finisher and that's it. Anyways, Akil back into the over to the right-handed Hardik, bit of turn and bounce there, and Hardik gets no run, kind of fends it down to the man on the perimeter, no run. Akil's second over so far has gone .1. Fourth ball from Akil, and again, no run. Hardik cannot work Akil off the square. So Akil's fourth over currently reads .1. So, oops. Right, back to Akil, fifth ball of the over. And they run through for 1 for this ball. Again, good over. Run rate has now gone under 8, 7.81. Sorry, people had to go fix something. Right, last ball of the over to the left-handed Jadeja. Jadeja rocks back onto the back foot and gets no run for that one. So only 3, was that 3? 2 runs, only 2 runs off the over. Akil bowling beautifully, as you would come to expect. India's run rate is 7.67. They are 69 for 4 after 9 overs. Yes, Drew, I'm glad to see someone say it. Like, there was a lot of, I'm in like a couple of group chats with like some cricket fans and administrators and this, that. And there was a lot of people, like going, oh, why did they move Jason to 3? And I'm like, yeah, okay, it failed, but that doesn't mean we just drop the idea immediately. I can see some benefits to moving Jason up the order with the bat. But we're so short-termism in the Caribbean that if something doesn't work once, we want to just cuss out the idea and the situation immediately because it didn't lead to a victory or a man got a duck. Like I don't get it. Like, what? So we're just done with the idea now? So I've got no issues with trying it again. Kurt, I disagree with this. Akil doesn't need to take wickets without a batsman playing bad shot. I couldn't care less how the wickets come. And also, more importantly with Akil, his economy's good. So there's more to T20 than just taking wickets. Again, if you read the Santoki's interview with Sunil Narayan today, you notice how Sunil said he sees his role nowadays as restricting runs because pressure bust pipe. You restrict the runs, whether it might not be your wicket that you get, but it's the next bowler might take the wicket because you've created the pressure. So I got no real issue with Akil, you know. Anyways, who's back? So sorry, Holder's back into the attack, and he has gone for three runs so far for the first 3 balls. In the 10th over, run rate is 7.58. Hardik is on 18 from 18, and Jadeja is on 5 off 9. That ball's worked way for another single. So, I mean, so last 22 balls, India have got 17 runs, 1 wicket, run rate of 4.64. So what you're looking at, nearly the last 4 overs, the run rate has slowed down significantly. But India is still in a good position here, provided Hardik and Jadeja stay together. These two could still set a solid platform for Kartik to go mad near the end, etc. So this isn't. West Indies are on slightly on top, but not completely on top at all by any stretch. Anyways, that one's worked off the legs. It's another single. Yeah, who's saying this? Is it positive mindset? Yeah, I agree with you, positive mindset. So he says, I honestly think that the number 3 position is very important for us and that anyone can come there depending on the situation. Yeah, completely. So like where you said, for example, even Smith, yeah, say you're, let me see this last ball from Jason. And again, it's worked away. 6 runs off the over. India are 75 for 4 at the halfway stage. Yeah, so say, for example, positive, let's say West Indies at any point are like, let's say they're 50 for 1 after 4 overs. At that stage, first drop, you're sending in old Dean Smith and you're telling him, you know what, you got license to thrill, go lick as many sixes as you possibly can to maximize the good start. Do you see what I mean? Or it might be a case where Holder comes in because of who they've brought into the attack and the way that the opposition's bowling attack is. You're like, let's send in the right hander. You don't want to send Rovman Powell because he hasn't got the game to be able to negotiate the overs. So then we'll remember that match where it was last year. Was it against Sri Lanka in the T20s where it was? Do you remember? And like Fabian Allen hit those sixes to win the game, but the only reason he was able to do that is because Holder had the game to see out Hasaranga, which then allowed, and that one, sorry, Keel's back into the attack, and the left-handed Jadeja knocks him out of the ground for a 6. Yeah, and there was that game where Holder counteracted the matchup in order to allow Fabian Allen to then maximize his matchup. So it's not as plain sailing as just this man plays at this point and that's how it goes. Next ball. Oh my gosh. Now, if Devon Thomas slip? So Jadeja, I don't know what shot he was trying to play, but all it does is pop up in the sky. Devon Thomas, I think, slips, then therefore isn't able to run back and take the catch. Let me watch this replay. It's come off his glove. No, Devon wouldn't have taken it, even if he hadn't slipped. I don't think he takes that due to reaction time. Anyways, better bowling by Akil. 7 off the over, just a dot off his third ball. Hardik tries to whip this one off, and he has success. No, there's a man on the boundary. It's old Dean Smith down. Rovman Powell down there. But he runs through for 2. Akil catching a few licks in this over. India are 84 for 4. Coming up to the end of the 11th over. We need one more wicket, people. I know it still brings in Danish, but I feel like we can't allow these two to set a platform. I feel like we need to get another one. One of them needs to like play an ill-judged shot. That's a dot ball. But then again, we also have to remember that this is a batting wicket. Hirsch, thank you for the super chat. Give me 1 second. Just watching. Fun. Oh, yeah. Did that catch the nick or was that just turn and bounce? Did Devon drop? Was there a nick on that? Did Devon drop it? If he dropped it, that's a bad drop. Or I'm not sure Hardick got anything on it anyways. We need to watch that one again. Was it I don't think it was a stumping. I just think it was if it's anything, it's a drop. But I'm not even sure if it got a nick. I need to watch that one again. TV cameras are not playing it back again. Anyways, beautiful delivery from Hussein, some drift, some turn. It does Hardick all ends up. It pops out of Devon Thomas's gloves, but I don't know if it even caught anything. But then, as Kurt says, was that a misstumping anyway? Let's see. Here we go. Oh, I mean, it's hit Devon Thomas on his grill. That's how much bounce it got. So it's not even, it didn't actually go into Devon Thomas's gloves. It's gone into his grill. So I can cut Devon a tiny bit more slack because I'm not sure he would have anticipated the level of bounce off that. You lot are saying regulation stumping. Did you not see how much it bounced into his grill? So what you're saying, they had to catch the ball up at his grill and then stump it. It's a regulation stumping if he takes the catch, if he catches the ball. But I think that got a bit. I think we have to cut him a bit of slack with the amount of bounce that ball got. And when I say it catches him on the grill, it catches him on the grill as he's standing up. Anyways, Hirsch, thank you for the oh, here's the delivery again. Oh, no, sorry. No, I take it back. It doesn't catch him on his grill. I mean, his grill lifts up. I think it catches him in his top of his chest. It's still a lot of bounce, though. Anyways, Hirsch, finally getting back to your comment. Thank you for saying that you love the content. Yes, we must champion the players. Thing is, Hirsch, we are still bad, but yes, we should try and that's oh my god. First things first, that was dreadful from Aldine Smith. He just bowled. I don't even know what he just bowled. And then Devon Thomas then doesn't take it cleanly. Rank wide delivery down the leg side. Thomas then doesn't even take it. He fingertips it. Well, the only good thing about that was it didn't go for a boundary. That was dreadful cricket. And just after Thomas misses a stumping, he then dreadful cricket all round. Anyways, Aldine Smith has got a third over. If anybody's wondering why Aldine Smith is bowling so many overs, we've only got 5 bowlers in the side unless we are expecting Carl Mayers to bowl at least 1 over as a 6th bowler. But Aldine has gone 0 for 25 of 2.2. You see Aldine's figure. Do you not think he's carrying excess weight, or is he just a stocky guy? Can that type of figure be lean? Man looks mad stocky. Anyways, and now he gets licked for 6. Aye, wide outside off stump, licked. Kurt, you're saying why play Smith instead of Romario? It makes no sense. But when people say this to me, I sometimes feel like people are saying this as if Romario's a world beater. Did you not just see Romario Shepherd in the ODIs? Come on, man, people. Like, this is like a bald man fighting, 2 bald men fighting over a cone. Like, one's not significantly better than the other, you know. I know Romario was good versus Bangladesh, but he just played the ODIs and looked terrible. So I don't like getting into these conversations because I don't think either one is any better than the other. I probably missed some comments earlier on, so apologies, people. I'm down the bottom now. Anyways, I need to change the screen because it's Aldine. So Aldine's gone for 1, 2, 3, 9 runs with 2 more balls to go. There's another 6 coming. Oh, no, nearly got a nick on that one, in fairness. Hardick goes after it. I think the thing with Aldine is, basically, he's going to go for licks. So what you basically, but What they see in Odin is they see a hard length bowler who can maybe trouble people with pace. I wouldn't have him in my side. I want everyone to know that now. Or if I have him in my side, there's no way he's bowling more than 2 overs at any one time. But I see what they see in him from a bowling perspective. He can hit 90. He can bowl hard lengths. He just has zero consistency, which is why I would never ever give him more than 2 overs. Ah, they found me, man. The pawn people found me. I knew they were going to come today, you know. They must have heard me talking about old Dean Smith and said, "In we come. This is the gateway." That was the gateway word to bring them in. Some better comeback balls from Oldine since the 6 ball. How many's he gone for this third over? 12 runs off the over. Oldine has gone for 33 runs off his 3 overs. I don't want to see Oldine Smith bowl any more overs in this match. I've had enough. 33 off 3. He's done his work for today with the ball. Anyways, what's the score? Because they've just gone off the screen. So the score is 96 for 4 off 12. Santoki was going to come on the last one, and then what happened? Was it rain? Was it, or was it the ODI? Santoki was going to come on one of the games recently, and then it rained, so therefore he just couldn't be bothered because by the time the match came back, I wasn't even doing the live anymore anyway, and so on and so forth. So I think Santoki sees it as a lot of time to do these watch-alongs, and they are, in fairness. I mean, come on, like how long have we been going today? So an hour and 11 minutes, and we're nearly at. Don't get me wrong, we're nearly at the end of India's innings, but still a long time to do a watch-along. Anyways, back into the attack is Alzari Joseph for his third over. Would you not let Oldine bowl one more, or would you give it to Carl Mayers? The fact that Alzari's back now means that Jason is going to get 2 at the death, and Obed's going to get 2 at the death. So 4 overs are accounted for from the 16th over. So Alzari's got to bowl out. Akil's going to have to bowl out. But would you let Oldine Smith bowl out? Anyways, Alzari back into the attack. Hardik swivels on that one, but again, it's only 1 run. 2 runs, actually. Hetmai comes around the boundary. India 1 run away from their 100. Alzari, in fairness, so Alzari's only got, well, say he's only got for 24 runs, but when you consider he went for 17 runs in his first over, this is a good comeback. So it's just, there's already question marks about whether we don't want to use Alzari in the power play. Is that the best point to use him? Because this is now the second match. Obviously, it's his second T20 where he's got better the more overs he's bowled. Anyways, Hardik can only under-edge that one through to Devon, and that's a dot ball. So only 3 runs off the first 4 balls of Alzari's third over. Frank, I don't know about Drake's. Probably because Jason's in the squad, Odine's in the squad, Romario's in the squad, Kemo Paul's in the squad, and then you got Dominic Drake's in the squad. Where does Drake's get into this team? Another single man in the perimeter, run out chance, but it's just 1 run. So good over from Alzari. 1 more ball off it, but only 4 runs have come off this over. India's 100 is up. We're waiting for the final ball off. Yeah, no, Javid, I'm not saying Drake shouldn't play. I'm more just saying I think there's too. I said this in the last match that I just called 5 all rounders. So Joseph just went for 5 runs of that over. Good over from Joseph. I just call 5 all rounders in our squad. I don't see why we've got so many. But that said, if Drake's is there, he should get a game. And yes, Sweet Buy. I think Sweet Buy is correct. I think they will just when they take Obed out. Not that we can afford to take Obed out, but when they do, I think Dominic Drakes is the one who probably comes in. Anyways, the score is 101 for 4 after 13 overs. They should bring back Akil now, you would think. How many overs has Akil got left? Let me double check. Does Akil have 2 left? Akil's got 1 left. So Obed and Jason will get the final 4. Odin Smith has gone for licks. Everyone's bowled well, apart from Odin. I don't know if you're not gonna bowl Odin out, give Carl Mayers the over now. Let Carl Mayers have Odin's 4th over now. Surely they're not going to give Odin another one. Surely not. Who is it? Who's coming in? It's Holder. Okay. Now this is interesting. And that's cut away down to the man at the boundary for 1. Okay, so Jason's come back now, which must mean Alzari's getting 1 at the death. So Jason's come back for the 14th. Akil will bowl the one after this, which will be the 15th. That leaves you 5 overs. 2 for McCoy, 1 for Alzari, 1 for Jason. That still leaves 1 more. They surely will. Has Puran got this wrong? He's surely not going to turn to Odin for 1 more. That's another single from Jason. Yeah, so Ian's right, Ian, for real, I should spare myself. Today, I was like, am I going to do this? And it's only because the match got delayed that I said, you know what? Let me just do this one. But on God, I need to spare myself. Yeah, Chatil, I don't believe Sunil, by the way. I think it's good Yorker by Jason, no run. In fact, I think I might have Hardick's hobbling away, so it looks like that Yorker was a toe crusher. Hardick's feeling that one. Yeah, I think Sunil was just chatting. There's no way he's coming back. Yeah, someone said earlier on, I can't remember who, someone said he's this one, Druv. Odin is just a poor man's Dre Russ. This is why I keep saying to people, as much as I don't believe Dre Russ is going to the World Cup with West Indies, Dre Russ still walks into this side because I would trust Andre Russell's bowling ahead of both Odin Smith's bowling and ahead of Romario Shepherd's bowling. So if you trust Andre Russell's bowling ahead of those two, who's then the better batter? Isn't it still him? But whatever. I'm assuming Dre don't care about playing for West Indies anymore, so it is what it is. That might be out. Is that out? Is that out? Gone. Yeah, Smith juggles it, but it's out. I think Jason gets his wicket. I think Hardick's out there because of the toe crusher Yorker beforehand. He was never comfortable after that. It's like Hardick had made the decision to take Jason on next ball regardless. So it's the Yorker that's got that delivery because Jason's bowled that into the ground. It looks like a bit of a cutter delivery. And all Hardick can do is catch out Odin Smith, who's come in off the boundary. Big wicket. Hardick goes for 33. India are 104 for 5. I saw Leah. I saw Manchester Originals were putting up some of their social media stuff earlier today, and it was of Andre Russell hitting sixes in practice. So, I assume that Dre is now in England. I'm gonna try. And my plan is to try and reach out now that I know Dre's here. My plan is to reach out. Same for DJ Bravo. I think I can get Brav for sure. Dre Russ might cuss me out, but we'll see. Next ball, slower ball, Yorker. Kartik doesn't read that at all. It's a dot ball. So there's only 3 runs off this over and a wicket. Let's see if Jason can finish this off. Jason's been brilliant today. Remember what we said, people. I feel like they rushed Jason back for that ODI, and then Jason probably shaking off the COVID, but it's been much better today. Let's see if he can see what he can produce for this final ball of his 3rd over. Again, slower ball Yorker that looked like, and Kartik can only whip it fine to the man on the boundary. And India are 105 for 5 of 14 overs. Javid, I agree with you. I don't want to hear Shafane Rutherford's name anymore. I don't want to hear it. The next time I want to hear Shafane Rutherford's name is after CPL if he's done well. But if I hear his name, I want someone to directly, and it's got to be Guyanese journalists. They're the ones who will have proximity to him. Oh, well, no, because he's playing for St. Kitts, but someone in CPL is probably going to have to come down to us, has to directly say to Shafane Rutherford, stop the foolishness now. Do you want to play for West Indies, yes or no? And if he then tries to twerk and say yes, then directly say to him, so why haven't you done the fitness test then? Just put the questions direct in his face. It's like people are frightened for people. People frightened to ask people the hard questions. Tired of hearing his name. If you want to play for West Indies, show you want to play for West Indies. Tired of chatting about all of these, man. In fact, final thing I'm going to say on Rutherford, only because I know this story. I know for a fact. You see the yo-yo test they have to pass? They're supposed to get 40. I know for a fact that when Rutherford took it earlier this year, man got less than 20. That's all I'm going to say. I know that for a fact. Man's 24, 25 years old. Come on, man. Let me not talk on these guys no more. So, Hussain comes back to bowl and bowl out, I should say. 2 singles so far. 2 singles so far off his first 2 balls. The projected score for India at the moment is 107 for 5, but don't get this twisted. Kartik and Jadeja can both hit out. Ooh. That's not out, but they got for an LBW shout. That's it's going to go down leg. Yeah, K, it's the same thing as a bleep test, but don't take 40 to mean. So if you know about bleep test, good on bleep test would be like 40 in the West Indies on that test is the equivalent of like 17 on the bleep test. So sorry, so just finishing that. So the equivalent then would be, imagine the man got less than 20. I'm not going to bait out his actual score, but suffice to say, based on the score I've and this isn't a lie, based on the score I know he got, he would have dropped out of the bleed test at like level 7. Anyways, 5 balls of Akil Hussain's over, and he has only gone for 3 runs. Confirmation that LBW not. Oh, it was umpire's call, actually. Well, the umpire said not out anyways. But I actually thought that was just going down leg and it was nowhere close. Final ball of Akil's over, and Jadeja can only work that off his legs for a single. So Akil bowls out, 1 for 21 of his 1 for 22, sorry, of his 4 overs. India 109 for 5 with 5 overs to go. It looks like Dean Smith is actually going to get a death over. If they're going to give Dean Smith a death over, I don't know where you hide it. I don't know at which stage you hide the over. I'd probably give Obed 1 now. And I'd probably give Obed, what, the 16th and the 20th? I don't know where you hide Dean's over, you know? Because no matter wherever you put it, it's gonna possibly be. You almost have to put Dean's over after another wicket's been taken. If another wicket is taken, they surely aren't gonna bowl him to these two. I'd go. It's Alzari, so it's Alzari to bowl out first. So Alzari gets the 16th over. Ian, do you mean the structures in terms of the world structures or West Indian cricket structures specifically? And that is 1 run off Alzari's first ball. This is the point of a live where I start to get loads of people messaging me saying, why are you not replying, blah, blah, etc. Carl Hetty got 41. He passed the fitness test. Okay, yeah, Ian. Fine, Ian. Yeah, I'll do it. I don't think the world's ready for my views on it, but I'll do it. Anyways, next ball, again, worked for 1. Kartik and Jadeja struggling here to get going. Kartik's faced 7 balls, so he's got an excuse, but Jadeja has faced 24 balls. And I don't want to say he's only on 25, but he's only on 25. Akil's the best all-round fielder in terms of all-round game. I don't know who's the fittest, but I was once told that Chamar Holder, I was told, now, hold on, is he out? Oh. Jadeja gets down on 1 knee and I guess tries to hoik Joseph for 6, but again, it only pops up and Joseph can't take that on the follow through. I kind of feel like Joseph should have taken that, you know. That felt like it was up in the air much longer than. Come on, man. People, am I harsh? Joseph should have died for that. Am I harsh? Come on, man. The ball, what? Good point, Drew. Yes, Hayden might be the fittest in this team. Good delivery from Joseph as a comeback. Jadeja struggling to put bat on ball here. What was I going to say? Sorry, Chamar Holder has the highest score in the yo-yo test in the West Indies, is what I've been told. No, I'm sorry, people. Joseph could have died for that. I'm sorry. That's not good enough. I'm not saying if he dived, he would have got it, but he could have dived. A more athletic fielder possibly dies for that, is what I'm saying. And again, good either way though. Good follow-up cutters by Joseph. Again, Jadeja is struggling out there to get bat on ball. I don't know what shot Jadeja's even trying to play there. It's like he was trying to play some kind of like fine cut. Anyways, the point is, last ball now of Alzari Joseph's spell. He's only gone for 2 in this over. Okay, the lazy fielding notwithstanding, he's bowled well in this final over. And again, Jadeja can only cross back that for 1. Now, people, let's give Alzari Joseph his props. He ends his spell, or he ends his day's work 4 overs, 1 for 29. For those who've been with us from the start, Alzari's first over went for 17. So his next 3 overs only went for 12 runs. So we have to respect that. We have to respect the comeback from Alzari Joseph there. Obviously, it would have helped if he'd taken that catch, but we respect the comeback. So what's that? What was that? Don't know what the score is. 112 for 5 after 16 overs. So when, as I keep saying, people, when are we going to bowl Old Dean Smith's over? When do they give him his final one? Is it now? I think they're waiting for Smiths. Right, that's what I thought. So it's Obed. Obed bowls the 17th, and he'll bowl the 20th. We need a wicket. Jadeja slaps that down the ground for one. Jadeja's struggling. Don't know what's going on. He was much. I feel like earlier on in the piece, Jadeja was batting a lot smoother than this. Now he's struggling to put bat on ball, like almost like he can't read the pace of the ball off the pitch. He's been in there a long time. 27 of 29 is a match losing innings at this rate. Well, say match losing, it's West Indies, but if India don't win, he's playing a bit of a match losing knock here. Like, do something. Yeah, yo, I think you're probably right. Obed Smith holder, Obed. Yeah, I reckon that's probably right. Anyways, next delivery. Kartik goes across his stumps. That's a wide ball. And McCoy will have to reload that one for sure. Sorry, people, just having a look at this. What is this now? I'll put that in the email. Right. McCoy. Low full toss, but there's a man on the boundary. Hetty's on the boundary, and Kartik can only get one for that. Has the pitch got slower or something? I'm very confused by this approach by India at the moment. Oh god, the pawn bots are back. Fam, allow me. How do they even get in these things? Now, this one, Jadeja goes for it. He's probably got enough, has he? No, he hasn't. Those camera angles can confuse Jadeja. That's what I'm saying. He was bogged down. Obed gets his third wicket. Jadeja was having to invent a shot. Obed, third wicket, 3 for 13. Jadeja goes for 27. This has been good by the West Indies today with the ball. This is what we need to do to India all the time. Lose their kits and then make them try play in a next man's kit. Who took the catch? Was it Rodman Powell? It was Powell. That was a rubbish innings from Jadeja. I don't understand what's going on there. Right now, because they've got that's why I wanted a wicket, because it's easier to bowl Old Dean Smith if there's now a new batter at the crease, rather than two set batters who might see Old Dean as the person to take the licks off. No, Ian, we're not really that bad. We're just not very good, is basically my point. And but even in the time of us not being bad, as you correctly point out, we still managed to win 3 ICC titles in our worst ever iteration of the West Indies. So yeah, no, you're right. All in one says Smith will bowl the last over. Don't make jokes out here. He can't bowl the last over. Are you mad? Anyways, it's good delivery there. Ashwin can only just bat that off the square. One more ball left of Old Dean's over. He has gone for 5 and a wicket. So I was about to say, Leah says that's why you get bots. The longer your stream lasts, the higher chance they come. One of these days, I'm going to click on the links though and see what happens. Is it viruses or is it actually porn? Oh, and that's a dot ball. Danish Kartik's playing a bit of a match losing finisher innings here as well, but he must be waiting for Oldine to come on. Anyways, Obed McCoy's been brilliant today. 3 runs for 15. Sorry, 3 wickets for 15 runs off 3 overs. 117 for 6. Rickon, if we can't get a shirt sponsor for India, we're never getting a shirt sponsor again. We must be completely done out here. Imagine there's not even an Indian company that wants to sponsor us for this India tour. We may never get a sponsor again, you know. Everyone's telling me to not download, not click on these bots. Okay. I overstand people. Anyways, Oldine Smith is into the attack. This is the over, people. Hello, Raju Kumar Shah. Hello, sir. What time is it in India? It must be long for you right now. 117 for 6. Oldine Smith's over. This will determine if India get 140 plus or not. Come on, Oldine. We're willing for you to bowl a good over. Come on, my youth. First ball, no run. Ashwin backed away. He looked a bit scared of that. No run. It's a dot ball. Come on, Oldine. Good start. Good start. We're willing the best for Oldine. First ball, dot ball. Come on, wicket ball now. Oh my God. Ashwin cuts him away for 4. Ashwin just kind of just stood there and just cut it. Yes, Javon, exactly. I don't know why he's given them width. I don't know if Oldine can bowl Yorkers, though. Full and straight is all Oldine needs to do at this stage, but I don't know if he's got that in his locker. If the first ball he bowls full and straight, he'll get a wicket. Full and straight, Oldine. Come on, full and straight. Okay, that's better. Ashwin can only work that for 1. Now, this is the matchup. Kartik has 3 balls to possibly lick a couple of 6s and 4s. Three balls left for Oldine to try and get away with less than 10 runs and over. But you feel like one of these balls is going to go for a 6. Wide ball. To get away with it. I thought it was a wide ball, you know. Ashwin's looking at Gregory Brathwaite saying, where's the wide? But Brathwaite helped us with a teeth out there. No wide, we move. What do you reckon, people? Was that a wide ball? Maybe it wasn't. Ashwin certainly thought it was a wide. Anyways, we keep moving. What can Oldine do now? Okay, good delivery. Full and on the stumps. And Kartik can only work that away for 1. Okay, only 6 runs off it, Oldine. Don't ruin it now. Don't ruin it. You just need to bowl 1 good ball now to finish off your day's work with 4 overs for 40-something. That's all right. Here we go now. Ashwin backs away and under edges it for 4. I mean, that's unlucky. I think Oldine followed him. Ashwin just takes a wild hoik at it and just under edges it down to the boundary. You can't really have a go at Oldine for that one. Anyways, Oldine goes for 10 runs off that over, which is about right for Oldine. I think that's fair. I think we've got away with that. 10 runs off that over. India 127 for 6. So it'll be Holder and... Oh, no. How many's left? Yeah, 2 left. Holder and McCoy to bowl this out. Good question, Ian. Ian says, I find it interesting that players can make it to international level with only a handful of tools in their tool bag. Surely abolish them more than one. Listen, this is my issue though, Ian. A lot of West Indian players make it to the top class level with too many flaws that need to be ironed out. This is why I think we're so weak, because we're answering. Is he out? Oh, he's gone. Yeah, he's gone. He's gone. He's gone. Has he got him? Has he got him, or did that bounce? Yeah, Kartik goes. Kartik was his innings was scratchy from the start. McCoy gets his fourth wicket, 4 for 15. This is tremendous from Obed McCoy. Remember, people, we missed Obed in the last World Cup. Remember, he got injured just before the World Cup, and I think that had a huge impact on our bowling ineffectiveness in the 2021 World Cup. We know what Obed can do. Star boy for real. So, yeah, Kartik goes. India 127 for 7. Kartik never looks like, in fairness, he never looked like he was comfortable out there. In the same way that Jadeja just looked uncomfortable with the pace of the track. Yeah, see, and what will happen now, Oren, is that people say call Obed up to the ODI squad, and I get it. I totally get it, people, but I just know what will happen. We probably will call him up to the ODI squad soon, and then he'll just break down. So, anyways, Obed back into the attack. Bhuvi, sorry, is in. Sorry, people. I always forget that when I'm on the live, I don't update Twitter. I'm hoping that Santoki's done it, but it looks like Santoki hasn't logged into Twitter in an hour, so I might have to go on and sort that out in a second. That's a good. Well, it's a bit of a low full toss Yorker, but Bhuvi can't do anything with that. So we've gone wicket.1. Test squad for Obed? No, never happening. This guy's injury history, there's no way on this earth. In fairness, though, people have to remember we've actually been good in Test cricket this year. Obviously, Ashwin goes up, and Ashwin's he's out. He's oh, wait, what just happened? Wait. Did he belly flop into the ropes, or did McCoy get that? No, he's got it. I thought Oldine had belly flopped into the rope, you know. but it looks like we've escaped. Obed gets 5. Starboy Obed. Boy, earthquake down at the boundary with Oldine, but it's all good. He holds onto the catch. He holds onto the catch all the same, and India 128 for 8. We may actually bowl India out. 5 wickets for Obed McCoy. This is why Obed McCoy is highly sought after in T20 cricket. Anyways, Ian, I never finished my point for Ian. Yeah, Ian. So basically, the point I just wanted to say was that you're right. I think they come to the international level with such few capabilities, and then we ask a head coach like Phil Simmons to fix it, even though it's quite clear to any of us who watch that these players have fundamental flaws at the international level. So we're basically a lot of our team across all formats. We basically are saying you men have to just learn on the job, because you've come to us with so many flaws that you're now going to have to learn to become a better cricketer at the international level. And it's wild. It's wild that we put our players in that situation, and then they all get cussed out for not being good enough. Yeah, Orin, 1000% Orin, which is why Cricket West Indies are spending so much time now on coach education around the region, because none of this changes. None of this changes until we upskill our coaches in Guyana, in Jamaica, in St. Lucia, in Dominica, in Grenada, etc. Until we upskill the coaches, nothing's going to change. So we have to accept that we can't expect major change. Oh, that's a really good delivery. Has he got him? Has he nicked him? Has he nicked him? That's worth a review, you know. Is Nicholas going to go for it? Surely he's got to go for the review. What's happening here? Hold on, people. I'm just trying to see what's happening. Have we gone for it, or we just? Yeah, Nicholas has gone for it. It says decision review. Jason's got the ball in his hand, so they must think that it's not actually out. They've just gone for the review for. Oh, that might have touched his back pad, or is it the top of his? Yeah, it looks like it's touched the top of his back pad and not the bat. So if it's not out, it doesn't look like it is. There's no nick on that. Yeah, there is. There is. He's 6 wickets for Obed McCoy. There's a little feather on it. And that is 6 for McCoy. Boothie now goes. Indra 128 for 9. This is phenomenal from Obed McCoy. What a spell of bowling. 6 wickets for 17 runs. Starboy, stand up. Obed McCoy's just earned himself T20 deals all around the world for the next 2 years. So people have to go to Twitter and big up Starboy Obed. Okay, am I going to be the person to say it? Surely we can't lose from here. People, sure, we can't lose this one, can we? We can't lose this one. We're not going to lose this one. No, surely we can get a little win today. So, Orin, good question. So, yeah, you've heard me on previous pods say that I don't think we'll be good again. I think we'll be mediocre. So we're mediocre, Orin. So we'll T20s we were good because we had a golden generation: Gale, Bravo, Pollard, Russell, Narayan, etc., Badri, etc. Right? We had a golden generation, hence we won 2 World Cups. Tests, we're always going to be mediocre. Sometimes good, more often than not, average to poor. ODIs, we're going to be poor for a long time. T20s, because of the nature of that format, and this might be out as well. Jason's back into the attack. No, he's gone for 6. Oh my God. Avesh flat bats him for 6. Oh my God. Anyways, T20s will be up and down because of the nature of that format of cricket, right? But you are right in so much as there are people behind the scenes at Cricket West Indies, Jimmy, Kishore, Ricky, Chris Brabazon, etc., who I believe, Graham West, who I believe are trying to do the right things. The Cricket West Indies Academy, great idea. The coach education program, great idea. But here's the problem. In 2023, we have our next set of presidential elections for Cricket West Indies, right? All it will take, this time Avesh goes after it again, but 1 run this time. All it will take is Skerritt says he's not standing, right? So we know that Skerritt will stand down, which probably means Kishore Shallow, his VP, will stand for it versus somebody from the Cameron group in. So whether that be Barbados or Guyana, who generally speaking have been the biggest agitators against Skerritt's leadership. All it takes is Shallow not to get it for a lot of this work to be undone. And that's my worry, that we've set in place a system. All it takes is a new president to say, no, that's a waste of money. Let's close that. And we're back to square one again. So that's my only cautionary tale here about the future. Anyways, Jason back in for his 3rd ball of the over. That's a what? That's again. Oh, it's rubbish. You have to reload that. Not sure why Jason hasn't just bowled a Yorker yet. So far he's gone 6-1 wide. It's not undoing the good work here, but this is number 10 and number 11. We just bowl a straight Yorker. I always say bowl straight Yorkers. Maybe people don't actually have that in their skill set. Anyways, it doesn't matter because, oh no, he gets away with it. Arshdeep toe ends that one, but people are on the boundary, so he only gets one run. He gets one run for that, I should say. Anyways, fourth ball of the over. Jason bowls a Yorker and he's out. Why didn't he just do that to begin with? Bowls a Yorker, Avish can't deal with it, and India are all out for 138. The pawn bots saw the celebration and said, you know what, we're coming in to celebrate as well. I hear you, pawn bots. Jason got the wicket, India 138 for out. Celebrate, yes. Bring in the pawn links and celebrate. Right, so India all out for 138 people. So how long's the turnaround? Because I want to go munch some food. Surely I've got time to go munch some food. People, what I'm going to do, if I come off the screen for a bit, 1 second, have I got a slide I can put up? If I come off the screen, I don't even have a slide to put up to blouse and skirt. India one. Oh no, yeah, I'm going to come off the screen for a bit. 10-minute turnaround. So I can just go warm up some food. We cool with that? So then what I'll do is, or should I long? Yeah, I'm going to come off the screen for a bit, leave the live standing, and let me just change the screen to join us in 15 minutes or something. India all out. Join us again in 10 minutes for West Indies reply. Yeah. Then if I come off the screen, play a bit of music, and then we can. Then that gives me a 10-minute break to sort myself out. We cool? Let me do that. You lot can stay in the chat. I'll be back in about 7 to 10 minutes, people. Okay, we're back. Let me know if you can hear my voice, please, or if I am. Because every time I come back after that music thing, people always say they can't hear me properly. Right. Can people hear me? Can they hear me? Just someone confirm. And then if we're good to go. Okay, let's move. Right. Okay, we're back, people. Um, Ruby will take the first over. Mayors and King have walked out. That Mayors and King, you would assume, are in the absence of Evan Lewis, who obviously is not going to play for West Indies this year. You would assume that Mayors and King will be our likely World Cup qualifiers opening pair. And first ball is slapped away for 4 by Brandon King. Right, good start. We're off to start with. Sorry, let me set my iPad up. We're off to start with a 4. I feel like the easiest way to make this not scary for us is to just get away to as good a start as possible. And by that I mean like, I don't know, 40 runs off the first 4 overs. Take the drama out of the chase. Yeah, I agree, Orin. I mean, okay, yeah, one of them might get out now, but actually in T20s, like I'm not looking at King and Mayers and saying one of them has to hold a drop. Like I think this is likely as good as it gets for now in the Caribbean. That one's worked off Brandon's hits, and we move on to 5 without loss. Yes, the people, again, just as a reminder for anyone who's in this or just joining this or whatever it might be, press like, press subscribe um, if you can. Apparently, that not only does it mean that the porn bots will come, but more importantly, it helps the podcast if you like and subscribe if you haven't already done so to this feed. I went on YouTube during the break and realized that the West Indies radio channel through YouTube had 1.8k followers. This has about 50 at the moment. So there's a lot of work to do before people realize that Caribbean Cricket Podcast is actually better than the official West Indies. Than the official West Indies channel. But I don't know who's doing their radio commentary, but I often think, like, if you watch the domestic games, I often think that the commentary um, provided is actually rubbish. So yeah. Anyway, sorry. It's 5 for none after 0.4 ball. Take this. Take a steady start. Steady start. 5 without loss. King has faced 3 balls. Mayers has faced 2. Mayers is yet to get off the mark. Last ball of the over from Buvy. What can he serve up here? Ooh, good delivery. Um, Mayers gets jams that one down in time. Works a single. First over gone. West Indies are 6 without loss. We'll take that. So West Indies 6 without loss after 1 over. Brandon King is on 4. Carl Mayers is on 1 not out. Who will take the new ball, or say the new ball, who will open the bowling with Booby. I guess it'll be Abish, or will it be Arshdeep, in fact? It'll be Arshdeep. It's a good bowler, this guy. So Arshdeep Singh, this is his fourth T20 match. Only 4 wickets, but that economy is 5.6. Very good left arm seamer. And Mayers decides to go after him from the first ball. Can only loop that into the outfield. The man on the boundary comes in and fields that for 1. I think was it Arshdeep who got Mayers in the first ODI? Remember that I think he got one to climb on Mayers, and Mayers like square batted it or something like that. Like it looped up. Mayers didn't know how to deal with the bounce. 62 concurrent viewers. Big up anyone who's come into it. Maybe somebody's put a link somewhere and you said, you know what, I want to come see what this guy on Caribbean Cricket Podcast is talking about. The good news is West Indies is 7 without loss after 1.1 overs. That's a good point, Cosme. I hadn't thought about that. It's a very good point. Second ball, King works that through the covers. Has that gone down to the boundary? Yes, it has. West Indies move on to 11 without loss. The next live stream I do tomorrow, I'm gonna make sure I've got my vuvuzela with me. Every time you see a 4, rather than me describe it, you're just gonna hear me going with my vuvuzela. So that's for tomorrow. So, anyways, yeah, Cosme, you're right. I forgot that. Yeah, West Indies are 2 million subscribers. We have 2.6K subscribers. So actually, maybe we got more engagement, roughly speaking, ratio wise. Anyways, next ball, Arshdeep runs in and Brandon King works this through the covers again, but this time, no, he beats the man on the boundary. It's another 4. West Indies move to 15 without loss after 9 balls. Brandon King moves to 12 not out. I like Brandon King. Oh my God. The bots heard me doing the Vuvuzela sound and said, assemble. We can hear something. They must have thought I was making some kind of sexual noises. Anyways, Arshdeep back into the attack and Brandon King nearly tickles that one through to the wicket keeper. Got a bit excited. So Ian says there's actually 33,000 on West Indies Live. I feel to go and hijack their page and tell everyone to come over to Caribbean Cricket Podcast, or they should just get me doing the commentary. In fairness, yeah, true, Ian. In fairness, I would be shocked nowadays if we do a video that doesn't do a minimum of 1K. I think the popular ones do over 2K. These live streams have done quite well, to be fair. First, like Brandon works that one through the covers for a single. We've only just started adding these to our repertoire, and I'm actually surprised at how many views. So at the moment, if I go on to my YouTube analytics, it tells me that across the piece of this watch along, there's been 1.5K viewers at any like overall. So I don't know how many people are ducking in and out, etc., etc. But you know, we move. Right. So, anyways, one more ball left of Arshdeep's over. West Indies are 16 without loss. Now Mayers is facing him. I think Mayers is more confident against Arshdeep than he should be. Let's see if he dots this out or tries to go after him. He goes after him but doesn't connect. Goes through to wait. Who's wicket keeping today? I don't even know who's wicket keeping because it's not what's his name. Sorry, let me just check who's the. Oh, Dinesh is wicket keeping, of course. Wait, no, is it Dinesh? No, can't be. It's Pant. What am I talking about? Pant's wicket keeping. Um, Right, sorry. Sorry, I was just getting caught up in the wicket keeping thing then. Forgot to update the score. So West Indies are 16 without loss after 2 overs. This is what I'm talking about. Take the pressure out of the chase. give us enough of a solid foundation so that no one's panicking about what they have to do when they come in. There is no excuse this side to not chase 139. We bat all the way down to Alzari Joseph. There is no excuse. I'm not accepting it. Anyways, Boogie back into the attack. Brandon has to defend that one. Stump to stump delivery, and he defends that back down the pitch to Boogie. One thing I don't do actually when I do these things is describe field placings, as in before a delivery. I need a second person with me for that. Anyways, Boogie squares Brandon up a bit, but Brandon is still able to edge that one finally past the wicketkeeper for four. Well, not really past the wicketkeeper, edges it to where first slip would be, but along was it soft hands along the ground? Let me just double check. Nah, that would have fallen short of first slip. But anyways, it's gone down to the boundary for four. Brandon King moves on to 16 not out. Brandon works that one for a single. Brandon looking in supreme touch today. He's already on 18 from 10 deliveries. West Indies 21 without loss after 2.3 balls. Thank you, Mr. Vitamin, for the super chat. He says, late to the party, Odean doing his thing with his 10 plus economy rate. Him and Romario have the potential to snatch defeat from the jaws of victory. Yep, it's true. It's true. It's much of a muchness for me as to which one of them plays and what they then do with the ball. But they're both going to the World Cup, so I can't say nothing. Right, Mayers takes on Boogie, but can only find the man on the boundary for one run. So actually, Vitamin, before I let your super chat go, then would you drop both Odin and Romario out of the T20 squad, or would you at least keep one of them? So Ian, the radio feed has 1.8k listeners. The visuals, right, okay. What visuals? Oh, you mean the YouTube? Is it showing live on YouTube? Boogie again. Boogie, in fairness, is bowling well. Brand's treating the West Indies bowlers have to treat his bowling with respect. They're not going to be able to just lick him for six and fours. Javid says the Windies chat is full of porn bots. It must be 1.8k porn bots on that chat. They will come for me one day though. Proper. Anyways, last ball of Boovy's over, and Brandon works that again through the covers for a single. West Indies move to 23 without loss after 3 overs. Brandon King is on 19. Carl Mayers has only faced 6 balls for his 3. We're moving. We're really moving. Wait, Vitamin says yeah, but Vitamin, yeah to what? I said, would you? Oh, you mean yeah? You drop both Romario and Aldine. The problem is if you drop both of them, which I have no problem with, who are you replacing? Um, One of them's got to be replaced at least. You can't just drop them both because that then creates a hole in the side. Whether they're good enough or not, one of them has to be replaced. Anyways, Arshdeep back into the attack, and Brandon King works him down to the man on the boundary for a single. Again, sorry to keep saying it, people, but if you are new in the chat, please like, please subscribe, um, let people know about the Caribbean Cricket Podcast, etc. Yes, so Vitamin says one of Odin or Romario will always play because of the potential of their batting. It's true. So I think West Indies plays one of them because the upside, ooh, ooh, that was an LBW candidate ball there. Carl Mayer's playing across the line. Did he catch the man on the one bounce there? I'm telling you, Arshdeep can get Carl Mayers out, you know. I noticed it in the first ODI that Carl Mayers wasn't completely. He took Arshdeep on, and Arshdeep came back at him with a couple of good deliveries, then got him out. It is someone. I just feel like he's got Carl Mayer's number, you know, this Arshdeep guy. Not before a couple of sixes or fours, though. See what I mean? Again, Carl Mayers is going for a big heave ho, catches the toe end of the bat, works it down to Arshdeep. If I was Arshdeep, I'd be excited thinking this guy's going to give it away. He now needs to bowl a full stump Yorker at Mayers. If he's got it in his locker, the next follow up ball should be a Yorker. Because Mayers is trying to blast Arshdeep out the ground. He's not timing it well enough. Got to treat him with a bit more respect than this. Again, Carl tries to muscle this one. Can only find the man on the perimeter. So far, this over is one, and then Kyle has faced three dots in a row. See, and now look, you see now the TV cameras have cottoned on to what I've already been saying that Arshdeep. Oh, it's a no ball. It's a no ball. Arshdeep has bowled a no ball. Kyle Mayers will now get a free hit. Okay, free license now for Kyle Mayers to go for the big heave ho. I'd still, if I'm Arshdeep, I still bowl in a full stump Yorker. And he goes for it, yeah. See, goes for it, but Carl Mayers times it perfectly, goes for four. Brandon Mayers has to duck so the ball doesn't take his head off, and Mayers cashes in on the no ball. West Indies moved to 29 without loss. Arshdeep went for the Yorker. Mayers was got to the time of that, got to the timing of that ball, sorry. Just slams it straight back down the ground. Stand and deliver type shot, Chris Gale-esque. There's a lot of Carl Mayers batting in this white ball format that reminds me of Chris Gale. Clear the front foot, bang. Anyways, what's Arshdeep going to fill up with? This is a good little battle between these two. Fifth ball of Arshdeep's over. Oy. King sends Mayers back. Mayers looking for the quick single there. Final ball of the fourth over. One more ball for Arshdeep to bowl here. Mayers is definitely struggling against him. That four off the no ball delivery notwithstanding, Mayers is struggling here. Not scored any other scoring shot off him. And again, Arshdeep kind of ties Mayers up in knots. It's another dot ball. That's the end of the over. West Indies 29 without loss after 4 overs. Right. Now, at this point, India, after 4 overs, were 40 for two. But that's not a problem. I don't mind West Indies being 29 without loss after four. They're only chasing 139. So there's no need for them to go bang, bang, bang chasing this. Um, Wickets in hand is more important than being level with India at this stage. Remember, India regularly lost wickets throughout the piece. Anyway, so Brandon King is on 20 not out of 13 balls. Carl Mayers is on 7 not out of 12 balls. And Jadeja is into the attack. This guy makes things happen. Remember, there's 8 overs of Jadeja coming and 8 overs of Ashwin. It'll be interesting to see how West Indies can deal with the spin. Brandon King advances down the wicket, can't clear cover, no run. Interesting approach to Jadeja. Looks like he wants to take him on. Jadeja's a bit of a better bowler than that. Let's see how this third ball goes. Brandon backs away, can't clear cover, no run. Ooh, this time Brandon works this one off his pads. Risky approach. It gets a 4 though. That was a prime. If he doesn't connect with that, he's out. LBW. But he does. 4 runs. Brandon moves on to 24, not out of 17 balls. West Indies move to 33 without loss. Basically, his hand to his head, knowing that he nearly had King there. Again, King backs away to leg, can't clear cover, no run. So 5 dots and a 4 here off Jadeja's first over. One more ball left of it. All in one, Lewis ain't playing the World Cup. We're done with him. And Brandon does manage to work that one for a single to the man on the perimeter. 5 runs off the over. West Indies move to 34 without loss after 5 overs. Brandon King will be back on strike. Who will bowl the 6th over? Might bring Ashley back again for his second over, I would assume. I think Puran should be dropped in ODIs. Don't think he should have been capped in ODIs. Hasn't he just started scoring runs in the ODIs though? Didn't he just score a 70 odd versus Bangladesh in the ODIs, and then was it a 40 odd versus India in the ODIs? I don't think we're not dropping. There's plenty more players I could tell you to drop in ODIs before I even get anywhere close to Nicholas Puran. So no, I'm not having that one. I'm sorry. I'm going to give you the stats as well. I'm going to give you the specific stats to show you why I don't support the argument. Don't get me wrong, before the Bangladesh series, Nicholas Puran's ODI form was horrendous in 2022, but he backed himself. So against Bangladesh, he averaged 30 with the bat. Now, you're going to say that's poor, but remember the whole team did badly against Bangladesh. He had the highest average, and against India, he just averaged 47 across the 3 matches. So in fairness, he's not getting dropped, and he's not getting dropped on form. So I can't agree with you on that one. Anyways, it's Ashwin who comes into the attack. King works that off his legs for 1 run. Mayers will come back onto strike. Mayers has only faced 12 balls so far. King has faced 20, so it's taken the majority of the strike here. I don't know if Mayers will feel more comfortable versus Ashwin. I feel like Mayers is going to get out early today. He's not, or will he just ride the storm out? Backs away, manages to play that one down the ground for 1 run. Remember, do like, do subscribe. Ashwin comes back in again. King gets down on 1 knee and has taken. Oh, wait. Was that 1 bounce into? No, it's a 4. I thought it might be on. I thought that might bounce onto the boundary rope, but it's dropped just in front of the boundary rope. It's 4 runs. Kind of top edge that one a bit. I don't think he caught it completely cleanly. Yeah, it's 1 bounce 4. And that's another 4 for Brandon. He moves on to 30. No, Brandon moves on to 30 from 21 balls. This time he comes straight down the track, charges Ashwin back over his head. 6 runs. Brandon King Must have been reacting to the fact oh my God, the bots are back. Must be reacting to the fact that he didn't play the first T20, and he's showing that he shouldn't have been quote unquote dropped. Brandon King moves to 36, not out. West Indies are on the charge here. The bots heard me getting super excited and said, you know what? In we come. Let me just lower my voice. Anyways, West Indies, one more ball left of Ashwin's over. West Indies 46 without loss. And Brandon defends that out to cover. 46 without loss after the power play. This is perfect. This is exactly what I was talking about at the beginning. I wanted King and Mayers to set the foundation. Set the foundation, ensure... it's not even showing the right score. Sorry. Set the foundation, ensure that there's no drama, no early collapse to scare them into thinking they might lose. From this position, so they've got, 90 odd now to get. From this position, West Indies have no excuse to lose, definitely from here. The foundation has been set. Brandon King, excellent innings so far, 36 not out off 20 odd balls. Carl Mayers has barely faced deliveries. Carl Mayers has faced nearly approximately half of the deliveries Brandon King has. Anyways, this is a crucial stage all the same. Fielders are out now. Pandya comes into the attack. Let's see how West Indies approach the post power play overs. How much attacking will they do, or will they just work things around? First ball from Pandya, and that's out. Yep. Mayers takes him on. I've been saying that Mayers wasn't looking comfortable at the crease at all. He tries to take Pandya on, tries to whip him off his legs. He can only find the man at the fine leg boundary. Mayers goes for 8. It's a very uncomfortable stay at the crease for him today. And yeah. I'm not sure if that's where he wanted the ball to go, but as Oren says, it just wasn't Mayers' day today. So Mayers goes for 8. Let's see who they bring to the wicket. Who will be number 3? It's Nicholas Pooran. So this is what I'm saying, people. So Nicholas Pooran will be the person who's come out after the power play. This is why I'm saying to you that there are no set positions in T20. To me, it makes sense that you'd send Pooran now to come out at number 3 in this particular post power play session. It could also have been Hetmeyer, in fairness, but what they will want is, having seen India struggle against the right hand, left hand opening option, they'll want a left hander to come out. So at this stage, it has to be Pooran or Hetmeyer to keep the left hand, right hand options open. Anyways, I wanted to ask someone something. Sheldon and that Blair Boyd person, is he the one who does those like long-winded posts talking about Jamaican cricket in like the 50s or 60s? He's messaged me before where like the posts go on as if he's writing like a 10,000 word essay. Are we talking about the same person? Brandon nurdles that one down to the fine leg boundary. Man's there, 1 run. Getting tired out here, this one-man show. Anyway, so West Indies 47-4-1 after 6.2 overs. Pooran to face his first ball from Hardik Pandya. Ooh, Pooran goes after it. You would have thought that Pooran had been in for a while, goes after a wide one. Doesn't nick it. Hardik will be interested by that. I mean, it's much of a muchness for me, Drew. It's all about who do you think, who's protecting who. Now, when CPL comes around, Hetmeyer is probably going to be batting 3 for Guyana. For West Indies, Hetmeyer batted 3 as well. So I hear your argument, but like I don't think there's a big issue here with Pooran bringing himself in. It was going to be one or the other. I don't really see any problem here. And if Pooran gets out, then you bring Hetmeyer in next. So I don't really see a big issue with who comes first. Big up to anyone new in the chat. I see there's about 62. If you're new, please press like, please subscribe, and so on and so forth. Let me see if there's been any subscribers in today's. I don't think anyone subscribed in today's chat, you know. You lot cold-blooded out here. Maybe you have, but I can't tell. Anyways, Panja, 5th delivery of his over, 2 runs off it so far. King cuts that one down fine, gets 4 runs through where first slip would be, cuts it along the ground. 4 welcome runs. West Indies bring their 50 up. They move to 52 for 1. One more ball left of Hardik Pandya's over. Brandon King is on 41 not out from 26 balls. Good knock from Brandon King. That one's wide. Not cleared wide, but it's wide of the off stump. Brandon can't get to that one. Sorry, I said there was one more delivery. No, that was the end of the over. Sorry, that was the end of the over. So West Indies 52 for 1. After 7 overs, Brandon King 41 not out. Yes. So, what can we say? I mean, again, after every over, I'm saying the same thing. Look at the score. It's on the screen for yourself. We're chasing 138. West Indies need 87 more runs from 78 balls. Any other side than West Indies, and we're not panicking about it. We're just waiting for the victory. Just waiting for the victory to come. But with West Indies, you've got to keep paying close attention because anything could happen. I've seen us lose from all positions over the years. Anyways, who's back into Avesh? No, sorry, Avesh. His first over of the day, trying to make a breakthrough where India need wickets. And Pooran cuts that away for 4. So Avesh starts with a boundary. Pooran's off the mark. No, he was already off the mark. He moves on to 5, not out. I remember Sheldon, I didn't know that. So that's why they weren't in the first ODI. I mean, first T20. Interesting. I didn't know that, if that is true. And this time, Avesh bowls one into Pooran's chest. Pooran just swivels on that, and that's gone for 6. Avesh, I don't know if he was trying to bowl a bouncer. Either way, that's gone out of the ground. Pooran picked that up early, and the ball has gone. Right, people, yes, the West Indies A team is out for the first unofficial test with Bangladesh A. Here is the update for you, for all of you in the live. Here's some breaking news if you're yet to hear it. Josh De Silva will captain the side. The other picks are as follows: Colin Archibald, Alec Athanase, Yannick Correa, Casey Carty, Tej Narayan Shandapur, Brian Charles, Justin Graves, Tevin Imblak, Sherman Lewis, Jeremiah Louis, Marquino Mindley, Anderson Phillip, and Jeremy Solorzano. So that will be the A-side test team to play Bangladesh A. I'll write that team in the chat in a minute. The following team will be the 50-over A-side to play Bangladesh A, as follows: Josh De Silva, captain; Alec Athanase, Teddy Bishop, Yannick Correa, Tej Narayan Shandapur, Justin Graves, Tevin Imlak, Sherman Lewis, Jeremiah Louis, Preston McSween, Marquino Mindley, Anderson Phillip, Kevin Sinclair, Shamar Springer. The matches will take place at the Darren Sammy Cricket Ground. So those are the squads for the 2 4-day tests. The first one starts on Thursday this week, and then the 3 50-over matches beginning on the 16th of August. Well. I ain't got time to react to that just about now because I'm doing this live. I said Tajan Ryan's name twice, both in the 50-over team and in the unofficial A-team test team. Don't expect me to give you proper reaction to that, people, because I need to deep that and let that marinade in my head myself. The first thing I will say, though, is I said this would happen. Someone said to me on one of the chats or messages after one of my videos last week, they said, what about Rakeem Cornwall? And I said, don't be surprised if Rakeem Cornwall isn't even named in the A side. I believe they are done with him. I don't think they should be, but I believe that they are. And this proves to me that I think they are. I think it's harsh. I think if you take the most wickets in the first class season, how is Brian Charles of Trinidad getting a call up when Rakeem Cornwall is taking the most wickets in the first class season? What are you basically saying to Rakeem then? You're basically saying it don't matter how many wickets you take, you're fat, so you're not getting selected. It has to be that because it don't make no sense to me otherwise. But anyways, this ain't a cuss out, so I won't get into it too much right now. But that's the first thing that comes into my head. If I was Rakeem, just go play some 2020 cricket somewhere. Because if they're not going to call you, why waste your time? Why waste your time playing Super 50 and first class cricket and taking the most wickets if it don't mean that, if it don't stand for nothing? Right? It don't make no sense. Anyway, sorry, back to the cricket. West Indies are 64 for 1 off 8 overs. I'm just updating Twitter. That ball, short ball again, this time from Hardik, but Duran tries to cut that one. Square cut that one, but cannot beat cover. Brian Charles, what's Brian Charles? Anyways, let me not get too angry about this. Again, this one wide ball. Puran tries to chase that. It's a wide ball, but are they? Puran's been a bit helter-skelter at the wicket here, going after balls that he doesn't actually have to go after. Sheldon, I would agree if Cornwall was being selected for the A team, but not being selected for the A team. So, if your argument is they have to look at the next generation, I hear you, but I'm just saying, what message does that send then? What's his aim? What are you telling him he's aiming for? Anyways, next ball, Puran Jewel tries to work that way fine. Thought he could run a single, but has to go and make his ground again. Yeah, Chatil, I agree. I was saying this in a video recently, was I not? That I'm surprised that nobody's mentioned Josh De Silva's name in ODI cricket. So, yeah, it's good to see that he's on the radar in that sense. Hardik's bowling well here, answering a lot of questions of the batters. Puran shovels that one away for a single. West Indies 67 for 1. Yes, Imlak was, sorry, yes, Sweet by Imlak was in both squads. Tay Shandapur was in both squads. Not sure how Tay Shandapur gets into a 50-over squad, but it is what it is. I think they just probably said, you know what, we can't afford to fly out different man, so we'll just keep Tay in the same squad. Again, Hardik squares up the batter a bit. No run. The required run rate is 6.35 overs. So Brandon King is on 43 not out from 30 balls. Nicholas Pooran is on 13 not out from 9 balls. 2 more balls left of Hardik's second over. This time Brandon steps back onto his legs and, run out chance there. But he manages to make his grounds. 1 run again. I don't have any sound on Yo, so you're gonna have to write into the chat what Ganga's saying. But if it was me speaking about Hetmyer and Pooran, I would basically be saying Hetmyer and Pooran are supposed to be the leaders of this side going into the new generation, and we cannot allow them to get away with people saying they're young and therefore that's why they're inconsistent. If they're going to be treated as T20 global stars, they need to bat like they're T20 global stars, like our goats used to do. So in the era when we had Gale winning us games, Pollard winning us games, Russell winning us games, Narai winning us games, Badri winning us games. Who else have I missed out? Missed out someone. Bravo winning us games. If we're going to talk about those two in the same kind of stratosphere as that lot, which they're not, but if we're going to, they need to start winning us games. So if I was Ganga, that's what I'd be saying. But what's he actually saying? They're not young anymore, you know. They're not 22, 23 years old anymore. Anyways, the score is 69 for 1. And Ashwin is back into the attack for his second over. His first over went for 12 runs. Let's see how he does in his second. Pooran works that one off his legs. So all West Indies really need to do, I mean, it's a bit of a dead phase of play, but they don't need to do anything major here. Just keep working the ball into gaps and go from there. King backs away and again works it down to the boundary. Man comes in, 1 run. So I disagree with him. I disagree with Ganga there. Hetty and Pooran both need to bat 3 and 4. We don't need left hand, right hand. I don't agree with that. And the reason why I don't agree is because that means that you're arguing. Pooran comes down the wicket to try and launch Ashwin out of the ground. Has he got enough on it? Doesn't look like it. No, he doesn't. He does not have enough on it. Who takes that? I think Sky takes the catch coming in off the boundary. He tried to launch Ashwin out the ground. I said that big shots aren't necessary yet at this stage. Pooran went for one. He's gone. West Indies 71 for 2. Coming up to the halfway stage. Pooran goes for 14. I think that was unnecessary. Pooran ultimately should and will say the ball was in his arc. He thought it was a shot that he could hit for 6, but I don't think it was a situation. Anyways, back to the point I was making. So Ganga, you're saying, is saying they need to face the most balls. Yes, that is true. But I think Ganga's been a bit naive there because, yes, they're the best batters in the side. And in theory, it makes sense. Put them 3 and 4, make sure they face the most balls. But that only makes sense if you're thinking that T20 cricket is a static game where you can predict what's going to come next. So let's say, for example, like all the good teams do, that they're actually using their data analysts to assess what Hetty's weaknesses are, what Pooran's weaknesses are. So matchups are important, right? So are you saying that Hetty and Puran come 3 and 4 just regardless, all situations regardless? Sometimes you might need a right-hander to break the order up. That's the fluidity of T20 cricket. So I think Ganga's been a bit naive. Yes, in principle, he's correct because they're the best two, but which T20, they've run a quick single, which T20 side do you know that wouldn't be adaptable to the situation? So I can't agree with Ganga there. I can't agree with him completely. Anyways, back to the match. So thing is, people talk about Hetmeyer like Hetmeyer's done loads of stuff for West Indies T20 side. If you actually look at Hetmeyer's T20 record with West Indies, it's not even that good, you know. But people talk as if he's been doing the absolute most for the West Indies. He's actually yet to perform properly for the West Indies. Certainly not to the level that he justifies being spoken about. In T20 cricket, I'm not talking about any other format, just saying in T20s, his numbers aren't that good. But because people are so obsessed about like Hetty being a superstar, I think they assume his numbers are much better than they actually are. But if you properly study it, he ain't actually done much in T20 cricket in West Indian colours. But that's not me writing him off before anyone tries to say that. Um, so, anyways, West Indies needs 66 more runs to win from 60 balls. Um, 66 from 60 balls with 8 wickets in hand. We'd have to do something special to lose from here. But I've seen us do it before, so still stay locked in, people. I'm hoping this game can be done before 10 o'clock so I can at least try and enjoy some part of the rest of my evening. Obviously, the win would be nice, but I mean, like, um, so Santoki's just messaged me saying that Mayers has only scored over 20 once in his last 6 games in T20 cricket. It's interesting. Do I see who returning for the ODIs? Oh, Hetmeyer for the ODIs versus New Zealand. If they're saying he's fit, the ODI side is so rubbish that surely Hetmeyer can walk into the side. Yes, Sheldon, Ganga knows his T20 cricket, but that doesn't actually mean he's right all the time, though. All my point, I still maintain my point is valid. T20 is not static where you can just say this man bats 3 and this man bats 4. Oh, squared him up there. Hardick's been the best bowler for India today. Anyways, my point is T20 cricket is not static enough to just say this is our team. He will always bat 3. He will always bat 4, no matter what. No, no. Since when? Like, come on, man. Like we have to be up with the times. That notwithstanding, I get Ganga's point in principle. I'm just saying that there are times where you will want a right hander to come in ahead of Hetmeyer and Puran or in between them because of the situation the game is saying. I don't believe that we'd be naive enough to just always say it doesn't matter the situation, you're coming in regardless. Anyways, King works that one down to the man at the boundary. He moves on to 48 from 37 balls. Hetty is on 2 off 3. West Indies are 75 for 2. The required run rate is 6.74. India still searching for wickets here. So, Drew, I remember when Dwayne Bravo did his big, like, 1 hour interview with Sportsmax in the Caribbean after the T20 World Cup, he made a really valid point, I thought. He said that I thought it was interesting because I was like, I'm surprised he's admitting to it. But when I deeped what Bravo said, I thought actually his point's valid. He said that he had stern words with Puran and Hetmeyer at the World Cup because he said that he felt that Puran and Hetmeyer weren't alleviating the pressure on the side. And he said what he meant by that is he said they were at a stage in their careers where they're supposed to be able to win games for the West Indies. And he said that he still felt that at that stage of their career, they were still looking, Puran and Hetmeyer, to the senior guys to be the ones to win games for the West Indies. And he said he had to speak to them hard and say, no, you're not, you can't, we can't keep treating you two like you're young boys. Go out there and prove that you belong at this level and win games for West Indies. So his argument was they don't win games for West Indies enough. I think he's right. I think there is a discrepancy between. Has he nicked that? Yep, he's nicked it. Has the umpire given it though? Yep, Hetmeyer's gone. Hetmeyer nicks that behind. I don't know if wait, is the umpire giving it? Are they? Wait, hold on. What's going on here? Is the umpire trying to do a teeth in? Hold on, people. I'll come back to my point in a minute. Are they saying it hasn't carried? What's the soft signal here? What's going on? So Hardik believes that Hetmeyer has. Right, the soft signal is not out. So Hardik believes that Hetmeyer has nicked that behind to Pant. He's followed through. Bear in mind that Hardik has bowled brilliantly today. I think he's bowled into the pitch and used the conditions well. Hardik has followed through, going, well, he's out, isn't he? He's nicked it. So I don't think there's any discrepancy about whether Hetmeyer nicked it. It's whether it carried. But remember that the soft signal says, yeah, he's nicked that. The soft signal is not out. So now the TV umpire has to conclusively. So the TV umpire has to find conclusive evidence that has carried. He definitely nicked it, 100%. Yeah, there's Big Nick. Big Nick. Hetmeyer's only on 1 run, by the way, of 5. Has it carried? Is there conclusive evidence that it carried? And the answer is that's ground first. That's ground first. That has not carried. That has not carried. That's ground first. You can't overturn on that. No, you can't. I'm sorry. Oh, hold on. Actually, let me look at that one more time. No, I don't think you can overturn on that. You can't overturn on that. Yeah, you can't overturn on that. That's clearly ground first. Yeah, Pant tried a little teeth out there, but you can't. There's no way the third umpire can overturn. And we move. It's not out. So that said, I think there's a bigger issue here. Hetmeyer's 1 off 6. He's looking scratchy. What's going on there? He's looking scratchy in the same way that Kartik and he's looking scratchy in the same way that Kartik and who was it? Jadeja were looking scratchy. Sorry, so I'm just updating the score. Sorry, so it's 75 for 2 people. Let me just try and find my score to update. Here we go. So 75 for 2 off 11 overs. Ashwin back into the attack. King and Hetmeyer are bogged down here. King is under pressure because Hetmeyer's not scoring yet. That said, the run, I mean, again, King nearly runs past that one, stops himself just in time, runs through for a single. King moves on to 49. Hetmeyer back on strike. Right. Better shot from Hetmeyer. Shovels that through as he works at the boundary. Yes, he has. It's a good shot from Hetmeyer. That's his first boundary. Take some pressure off. West Indies move to 80 for 2. That one go right through Hetmeyer from Ashwin. Again, Hetmeyer backs away, works this one down the ground for 1. Okay, Hetmeyer's taken the hat off. He looks like he wants to feel the groove here. Right, Brandon King is 1 run away from a well-deserved 50. West Indies need 58 more to win from 49 balls. King shovels that one down the ground for a single. So Ashwin's 12th over or third over goes for 7 runs. That'll do. West Indies, and King moves to his 50, a well-compiled 50 from Brandon King off 39 balls. Oh, sugar, the bot's about. Why didn't anyone tell me? Oh, my God. Sorry, people. The Bravo point. I'm coming to that. Sorry, I was just killing the porn bots. Right, let me just update the score. So West Indies. Sorry, I was watching Brandon King's 50, which is why I got distracted. Right, so West Indies need 57 more from 48 balls. This is very, very doable. But they are making this a tiny bit harder. We need 1 big over. One big over, and I think like we can just rest easy. It's because we're only getting overs at like 7s, 5s, and 4s, and we need an over with like a couple boundaries or maybe a 6 or something like that, just so that we know that okay, the win's in the bag. King slowed down a bit as well. Right, that's 1 run there. Right, so yeah, just to finish off the Bravo point. So the rest of the Bravo point basically was that Bravo he wasn't critical. That wasn't the vibe he was coming with, but he was just basically saying that I don't think he was even blaming them for West Indies not doing well in the World Cup. I don't think that was his point. I think his wider point was there was just more pressure on the team because it was too easy on the youngsters in this case being Hetmeyer and Puram, to think that Gale should win it for us, or Russell should win it for us, or Pollard should win it for us. And his point was just that no, you're supposed to be us as well. And gone. Hetmeyer gives it away. Return, caught on bowl to Jadeja. Hetmeyer goes for 6. This game's not over, people. It's a poor stroke from Hetmeyer. I don't. If I speak, let me just watch this back again. So he backs away, just slaps it straight back to Jadeja. As easy a caught on bowl as you'd like. Who's in next now? It's becoming a bit problematic here. Sorry, people. I'm just waiting to see who's in next. This is what I'm saying, though, right? Obviously, it's just 1 innings, but the way people talk about Hetmeyer, you'd think that he was doing absolute bits in T20 colours, but he's yet to do proper bits for the West Indies in T20s. Oh, Devon Thomas, forgot he was in the side. Do you not see what I mean, though? Like, this is what I was saying. I don't think this game is as straightforward. When I was saying to you at the halfway stage that I've seen West Indies lose from here, like, that's such a bad dismissal. The answer to that, Vivek, is it's impossible to know, because it's impossible to know 6 years from now what the makeup of the T20 sides will be. So I can't really give you a realistic answer. Right, who's in? Devon Thomas is in. He might be going straight back in. The good thing is, say good thing, and obviously I'm going to jinx him. So Devon Thomas has earned his recall mainly due to the aggressive nature of cricket he's played in domestic first-class cricket. And I think in the ODI tournament as well, the Super 50 tournament as well. But this is a different level of cricket. Anyways, he gets off the mark with his first ball, shovels that out into the covers, square of the wicket, 1 run. Anyways, Jadeja back in, and King works that fine. Should get 2 for this one. It's well worked there by King. Ashwin has to put in a long chase. 4 runs off the over with 1 more ball to go. West Indies need 53 to win from 43 balls. This shouldn't be as close as it's going to end up being. Oh, King tries to paddle that one. There's no way that's... Come on, man. Impact outside the line, everything. They're not going to review that. Anyways, that's the end of the over. West Indies are 86 for 3. They need 50. Wait, they are reviewing it. Oh, hold on a minute. Interesting. I guess. I mean, maybe it's out, but it don't look out to me. Are they reviewing that because King is the set batter? I just assumed impact outside. It may actually be. I mean, okay, hold on. I thought it was impact outside, but that might be close. Actually, that might be closer than you realize. You know, is there an inside edge? So there's no. Oh, for God's sake, there's no edge. I thought it was impact outside the line. We're now about to see that. For Christ's sake, impact outside off. Come on, man. That must have been a desperation review. They must have said, you know what, King's on 53. Let's just go for it. Let's just, because why not? Anyways, West Indies 86 for 3 off 13 overs. We're still supposed to win from this situation, but we all know what we've seen in the past. West Indies need 53 to win from 42 balls. Literally 1 good over, and this game is sewn up. But I forgot Rovman. Do you know what, Sheldon? I've been wondering who's the batter that hasn't come yet that I'm thinking of. It's Rovman. So, anyways, West Indies are still supposed to win from this situation. And it's Ashwin coming in to bowl his final over. quick single. Yeah, they get away with it. Brandon King calls a really quick single. He was never the one in danger. It was always Devon Thomas who reacted late, but they get it. Thomas moves to 2. Brandon is back on strike. 52 runs needed off 40 balls. Anyhow, we have to take this to the last over. Oh, my God. Right. Brandon goes for a big shot. Boundary. That's what I'm talking about. Gets to the pitch of the ball. Big shot. No, not too much risk in it. West Indies moved to 91 for 3. 5 runs off the over with 3 more to go. That's what we needed. We just an over with a couple of boundaries, and this doesn't become a problem. When I say it doesn't become a problem, it doesn't become anything we worry about. Anyways, Ashwin back in. Brandon comes down the wicket again, and again this time, does he? Oh, that's brilliant fielding. I think it's Sky on the boundary. He saves a certain boundary, and it's only 2 runs there. But that's now 7 runs off the over. It's not a big over, but it's an over that calms the nerves, if there are any, a bit. West Indies move to 93 for 3. Brandon defends that one back down the wicket. 1 more ball to go this over. Brandon King is on 59 not out from 46 balls. Was it? Final ball of Ashwin's spell and 4 overs. He goes for 1 for 32 of his 4 overs. King takes a single. Farms keeps the strike. West Indies are 94 for 3. 6 overs to go of the chase. Yeah, people always say that Badri brings like calls for wickets. Maybe it's because I've been doing these lives that I've not had time to notice. But you're not the first person to make this point. Anyways, that was 8 runs off Ashwin's over. Jadeja is the main guy here. He's still got 2 overs to go. He's only gone for 9 runs. He's taken a wicket off his 2 overs. He took the key wicket of Hetmeyer. Let's see what he's got. This is his 3rd over. And Brandon is able to work him to the man on the perimeter for a single. Brandon moves to 61 not out from 48 balls. West Indies on 95 for 3. They need 44 to win. Oi, straight through Thomas. Not as in straight through him as in bowled him, but just Thomas doesn't get anything on it. Pant takes it. Takes the bells off, but Thomas, of course, is in his ground. Thomas tries to drive that, gets nothing on it. 44 needed to win from 34 balls. Now, Badri. Look, you lot making me say Badri. Thomas gets down on one knee and paddle sweeps that one behind, down to find leg for 2 runs. Good shot there from Thomas. 42 to win from 33 balls. This time, Thomas gets to the pitch of the ball. The fielder on the perimeter lets that go through. That's rubbish. They should run 2 from that. Whoever that fielder was missed it. Wasn't the camera's on Rohit, but it wasn't Rohit, surely. Anyways, Thomas steals an extra run because of it. Was it Ashwin? Yeah, I think it was Ashwin who did the misfield. West Indies 99 for 3. And again, Thomas works this through the covers for 1. This is good batting from Devon Thomas. Soft hands and just playing it into the covers. Rotate the strike. And West Indies move to 100. They get their 100 up just shy of the 15th over. One more ball of Jadeja's over. And again, King works that through the covers for one. So that's the end of Jadeja's third over. West Indies are 101 for 3 with 5 overs to go. They need 38 more to win from 30 balls. Surely this is in the bag. Surely. I can't even believe, if I'm honest, people, I can't believe I'm still actually talking on this game. I would have thought that we could have chased this down by now, but it looks like we're determined to try and win this in the 19th over or something like that. So West Indies 101 for 3, 15 overs gone. Yeah. 38 runs needed from 30 balls. Jadeja's only got 1 left. I kind of feel like the batters are waiting for the Pacers to come back on because Ashwin's bowled out. So the Pacers now have... Pandya has been the only one who's been properly threatening. Arshdeep bowled a good spell to Mayers, but I think that was because Mayers was poor at the crease. So who did they turn to? They've turned to Avesh. So Avesh's first over, Avesh, who is also wearing an Arshdeep shirt. So 3 players are wearing Arshdeep shirts today. So Avesh went for 12 runs in his first over. It's a brave call from Rohit to bring Avesh back. He kind of has to because he's only got Arshdeep. Arshdeep's got 2. I think Pandya's got 1. Jadeja's got 1. So he has to go to Avesh. Avesh has to bowl an over. And this is the key over here. I would target this one. Wide ball. Is it a wide ball? Did he get away with that? I mean, it was inside. Yeah, he gets away with it. It was just inside the tram lines. I think Brandon knows the way that Brandon backed away from that first ball. He backed away too much. And Avesh manages to bowl that in the tram lines. Oh, Bhuvi. I forgot about Bhuvi. So Bhuvi's got 2. Arshdeep's got 2. Jadeja's got 1. So why has he brought back Avesh? There's no need to bring back Avesh at this point. This could be a match winning or match losing over here. First ball, he gets away with a dot. Second ball, Brandon hits him down the ground. This is what I'm saying. This is... do you not get where I'm coming from? You've got Bhuvi who's got 2 overs. Arshdeep's got 2 overs. That's 4. Jadeja has 1. And Hardik Pandya's got 1. Between those bowlers, you can find your 5 overs. Why would you go back to Avesh, who got taken for licks in his first over? I'm not complaining. Like, good for us. Was it 4 or was it 6? Oh, it was a 6. I thought it was 4. I just don't know why you'd bring back a bowler who obviously is going to go for licks. Madman decision. Second ball, bowled him. Second ball, bowled him. Full stump, Yorker. King backs away. He backed away for the previous ball, gets a 6. Backs away too much for this one. Avesh bowls full and straight. King's got to go. King's done his job, though. Can't complain. Brandon King, an excellent 68 from 52 balls. Strike rate of 130. I think that's the best strike rate of the match. Is it? No. Pant went for 200s. Yeah, I cursed them still, in fairness. But in fairness, I still stand by my point. Avesh is... I would, if I'm the captain, I'm not turning to Avesh. I dare any of you to say to me that in that position you would have turned to Avesh Khan, knowing that you had Jadeja, Arshdeep, Bhuvi, and Hardik Pandya, who could have bowled the last 5 overs between them. I wouldn't, is all I'm saying. Anyways, he's got the wicket. Is it too little, too late, though? West Indies are 107 for 4 of 16 overs. West Indies can still turn to... Well, it's Rodman Powell who's come out. They still have Jason Holder, Oldeen Smith, Akil Hussain in the hutch, should they need them. So this is still West Indies. This is still West Indies match to lose. As it was Brandon's 6 and out. I don't mind this because I'll gladly take the 6. Like, because the 6 coming so early in the over still puts pressure on Avesh to have to try and bowl 3 dots or singles with his remaining balls, and it puts us above the rate. Anyways, Avesh back in. Oi, nearly gets Rodman there, you know. Dot ball. West Indies need 32 runs from 26 balls. Still tight, 32 from... Nah, this is tight. Still tighter than it needs to be. Kartik says I should stream for the World T20 Cup as well. I got a job, Don't get it twisted. Like, I'm only doing this really because I'm on holidays at the moment. But see, when I go back to my job, unless this podcast suddenly starts making enough money for me to be able to not have to go to work every single day, then that's not happening, to be honest. Anyways, next ball, Powell cannot do anything with that. It's another dot. In fairness, Avesh has gone for 6 and a wicket. He's done his job here. No, it's not half term. It's summer holidays. West Indies inexplicably could lose this match. I don't know if I don't know where I'm at with this yet. I don't know if I'm still on the side of surely they just need a couple of sixes, surely. And that's one of them. Or is it? No, it's not. It's just one. So that's the end of Avish's second over. He won't bowl another one. 7 off the over. I mean, the 7 is fine in so much as it does keep West Indies above. That's what they... I mean, if you'd asked... Hold on. You would have said that you'd take 7. Obviously, you'd want more, but you'd take 7s. The run rate is 7. West Indies need 31 to win from 24 balls. The problem is, I keep saying they just need one good over. But we haven't had that one good over. And I've been saying it now for about the last 4 overs. I've been saying they just need one big over, but there's only 4 overs left now. Okay, I hear you, Javid. I hear you. Right, so it's Arshdeep they turn to. So Arshdeep bowled a really good spell at Carl Mayers earlier on in the match. What I don't know is whether he bowled that good spell because Carl Mayers was having an off day, or if Arshdeep bowled a good spell because he's having a good day today. So I'm going to call it. This is the over. This is the over that... I mean, Rovman's just got to the crease, so neither of the batters are actually in. But this is the over I think they should target for minimum 8 runs. I want a minimum 8 runs from this over, arguably 10. First ball from Arshdeep, round the wicket. And Devon just works that down the ground for 1. I just want to enjoy my evening, and these guys making this unnecessarily tense. Sometimes, as West Indies fans, we just want our team to just win a match, really straightforward, get it done and dusted so we can all go about our business. Now look at this. Imagine 139 to chase, and we're still here wondering if West Indies are going to win. Anyways, Arshdeep back bowling the second ball of the over. Powell Thomas, tries to cut that and goes straight through to the keeper. Dot. Good delivery from Arshdeep. Neither one of these batters look like they've found the pace of the wicket yet. Someone's going to have to launch a 6. Right, Arshdeep, third ball of the over. What are the West Indies going to do here? Thomas, oh my God. Dot. West Indies need 30 runs from 21 balls. Bro. 16.3 overs. So far, Arshdeep's over has gone 1. Jaja. I might fling this laptop through the window, if we lose this match. I've had enough. Imagine. Fourth ball of our sheet's over. Can we put bat on ball? Can we? Bat is put on ball, and it's 1 run. 29 runs needed. 29 runs needed from 20 balls. Oh my God. Sorry if I'm not talking, people. I can't believe it. Okay. Oh my God. Powell tries to take on Arshdeep, just gets hit on the helmet, runs through for the bye. 28 needed. Do you know what? I'm not even going to put the score no more. I'm just going to put how many runs are needed now. I'm just going to do it. Oh, I'm just going to do it that way. So West Indies need 28 runs from 19 balls. We're going to get to a point where we're going to leave this too late, you know. It was England, by the way, Cosme. Right, last ball of Arshdeep's third over. So far, he's only gone for 3. It's a brilliant over. And Devon Thomas can only work him down the ground for another single. That's the end of the over. 4 runs off it. West Indies need 27 runs from 18 balls. And all of a sudden, you might say, I'm not... Okay. With this equation, India are not favourites. But it is getting to a point where this next over is now key. Remember, Bhuvi's bowling 2 of them. So Bhuvi's... so Arshdeep... It's going to be Bhuvi and Arshdeep. Bhuvi's got 2 left. Arshdeep has got 1 left, I think. So they should bowl the final 3. Yeah, those 2 will bowl the final 3. It's worth pointing out that Bhuvi has gone 2 for 12. So he's only going at 6s. Arshdeep has gone 3 for 20. So he's also going under 7 as well. The current run rate, West Indies now need 9 and over. They still... Oh, no. Sorry, I lied. And it makes sense. They've gone back to Hardik. Now, Hardik has bowled the best for India today, 3 for 11. Run rate under 4. He's only gone for 11 runs in his 3 overs. This over is so crucial. If Hardik goes for less than 4 runs in this over, all of a sudden West Indies will need 20 plus off 12. Winviz still has West Indies at 80%, and they should do because it's 27 off 18. But someone has to hit a 6 this over. Someone, a couple, a 6 and a 4 at least. Anyways, Devon Thomas on strike, 9 off 11. And he's gone for it, and he's probably out there. No, it just plugs in the ground. Plugs in the outfield for 1 run. West Indies need 26 from 17. This is still a very, very, in modern day cricket, T20 cricket, this is a very winnable equation when you have 6 wickets remaining. However, when was the last 6 or boundary? I need to go back and look. It would have been something Brandon King did, but we've only hit 3 6s in the innings, so it's not like... How many 6s did India hit? India hit 2, 4, 6, 7, 8 6s in their innings. We have only hit 3. 2 from Brandon King, 1 from Puran. Someone like Rovman Powell is supposed to be a 6 hitter. I need to see one of them now. In comes Hardik. Powell takes him on. And he finds the splice of the bat. Tries to hook him for 6. Only finds the splice of the bat. Loops up to cover. No one can run in to catch it. He gets 1 run. West Indies need 25 from 16 balls. We can barely, with these 2 at the moment, put bat on ball. Devon Thomas has been out there for 12 balls, and he's still jucking singles or dotting out. The last 4 was Brandon King in the 15th or 16th over, 15.2. That's a full 2 overs ago. Hard it back in again. Thomas drills him down the ground. Single. 24 needed off 15 balls. If this is Devon Thomas's audition for a T20 place, he's failing it because this is a bit of a match losing knock. What's happened to... Anyways. What's happened? Did Powell just change his bat? Sorry, people. I looked down and all of a sudden I saw Powell running back to the wicket. Did he change his bat? Is that what he just did? I missed that. Anyone know what he just did there? Sorry, my apologies. I was just thinking if someone needs to retire out. Anyways, hard it back in. Powell slaps him. Is that enough? No, there's a man covering at the boundary. It's another single. West Indies need 23 from 14 balls. I mean, is there a positive? I mean, they're taking a single off every ball, but that, for me, that's irrelevant because there has to be a boundary. Yeah, Sheldon's actually right. I meant to say this earlier, Sheldon. Statistically, it's a low-scoring ground, internationally, certainly. But still, Sheldon. This time, Devon does take him on. Has he connected? Yes, he has. That's cleared the boundary. There's the maximum. The pressure is relieved ever so slightly. Devon Thomas must have been saying, you know what? Pressure can't done. I'm cool. 17 needed of 13 balls. We finally hit a 6. Big up Leeward Islands. BP, you know the answer. Oh, hold on. Before I answer that, hard it back in. Thomas goes again. This time it's a single. That's fine, though. Man comes in off the boundary, and West Indies will need 16 of the final 2 overs. So the experiment to go back to Hardik didn't necessarily work. He goes for 11 runs. West Indies will need 16 from 12. Surely they win from here now. BP says, why are we making this so hard? It's the West Indies, BP. Come on, man. You know this. This is why this is part of the reason why we all support the West Indies, because you know that they just cause us eternal pain and we just keep coming back for more. We love the rush of the eternal pain that they give us. They love to dangle. They love to dangle victory in front of us and then just take it away so we can just get that feeling of pain even more. Because any sensible people wouldn't watch this team anymore. But all of us are here. We're still locked in. Because we love it. Anyways, 16 needed. 16 needed of 12. They are going to turn to Arshdeep. Arshdeep has gone for just under 7s from his 3 overs. West Indies, ideally, in an ideal world, win it in this over. You do not want Buvy defending anything more than 6. Arshdeep's first ball. Devon Thomas drills him down the ground for 1. This is going to go to the last over. It's going to go to the last over, people. Unless Rovman can strike a couple 6s in this over, I think we're going to have a tense last over finish. West Indies need 15 more off 11 balls. If you're coming in late into this live because you've seen that this is a tense finish, do press like, do press subscribe before you leave. Do it now. Do it whenever, but like and subscribe to the video. Arshdeep has bowled really well today. Can he nail 5 Yorkers or 5 tight deliveries in this over? Can he give Buvy something to defend? Rovman Powell is on 5 from 7. He's known as a big hitter all around the world. He needs to show that for West Indies because ideally we need Rovman Powell to hit a 6 in this over. We want a 6 in this over to relieve some of the pressure, Rovman. Here comes Arshdeep for his second delivery of the 19th over. And Rovman's bowled. Rovman's bowled. He's out. Arshdeep takes the wicket. Rovman goes, they're going to have to send in Dean Smith. They're going to have to send him in. West Indies need 15 from 10. Rovman being out's irrelevant at this stage in terms of the wicket. The wicket isn't the issue. The dot is the issue more than the wicket. But I'm not too unhappy with Rovman being out, because if he's not able to hit sixes, and look at his strike rate, 62, 5 from 8 balls. If Rovman's not able to get ball on bat on ball, get yourself out then, because you're going to make this unnecessarily tense. They'll send in Dean Smith, and at least with Dean Smith, he's not going to wait around wondering if he can hit the ball. He's either going to hit it far or he's not, or he's going to get out. So I think I'll take that for now. I think Powell getting out, I'll take that. And it is Dean Smith they sent in. It was a no-brainer that Smith had to be the one to come in. So West Indies need 15 from... West Indies need 15 from 10 balls. It's a good delivery, in fairness, from Arshdeep. Middle stump. Full, fast, and straight. Arshdeep's celebration is if he thinks this is one. Or not, no, sorry, that's harsh. It's not that he thinks he's won, but I think it's a brave celebration, put it that way. He's done the kind of I'm the man celebration, but the game's a bit tighter than I'm the man, so to speak. I'd just get my head down and do the exact same delivery again, which in fairness he might do. And he comes, and Dean Smith works that to covers for a quick single. And there's an overthrow. There's an overthrow. That's slap from India. They've given away an overthrow there. They tried to run Dean Smith out. He's able to... The pressure. He put the pressure on the fielder with the quick run in. And West Indies will now need 13 runs from 9 balls. It was a rubbish throw, in fairness. It was nowhere near the wicket. And they've run on the overthrow. So that adds a bit more pressure to Arshdeep now, because if Dean can get a 4 or a 6, it suddenly puts Bhuvi under huge pressure to defend. I think Bhuvi will be able to defend anything under 7. That's my personal view. So Arshdeep needs to try and close this out. 3 more balls to go. In he comes. Dean goes for the big heave hole. Doesn't connect. Dot ball. West Indies need 13 runs from 8 balls. What we saying, people? Who thinks we're going to win this? Who thinks we're going to lose this? Obviously, there might be some Indian fans in here as well. Winviz is saying they've still got in West Indies. They've got West Indies at 81% to win from here. I don't. I've got West Indies at 51%. They're saying 81%. I reckon I make this 51-49 because it's the West Indies. As in, that's why it's not higher. 51-49 to West Indies. But by the... Anyways, Arshdeep comes in for his 5th ball of the over. Dean goes for the big shot again, just can only drill it down the ground to the man on the boundary. Will they run 2? No, they won't. It's only a single. West Indies need 12 from 7. Bhuvi's getting a good... I think Bhuvi will defend this. I think Bhuvi will defend this. Unless we get... I think we need a minimum of 2... I think we need a minimum of 2 runs off this final ball. If Bhuvi's given 11 in the over, I think he defends that. 10, then it's up to debate slightly. But this should... Okay, we're entering the point where India might slightly be favourites now. Winviz still has it as West Indies at 81. Anyways, final ball of the over. Arshdeep comes in. Thomas comes down the ground. They're going to have to run 2. They're going to have to run 2. They do run 2. He manages to play him out to the outfield. Man comes in off the boundary. So how many off that over? 6. 6 off that over and a wicket. West Indies need 10 off the final over. Can Bhuvi defend 10? I cannot believe it's come down to this. West Indies need 10 of 6 balls to win this match. It's actually gone down to the last over. I just wanted to enjoy my evening. I honestly thought at the halfway stage that I might be able to enjoy my evening. But you see this side? You see how spiteful they are? This is what I'm talking about. They got us out here scrambling. Scrambling. So, it's not Buffy, it's Avish. That's brave. I mean, I just cussed out Avish before, and he went for 7 runs and bowled and got a wicket. I can't remember who got out. Was it Brandon King? So they go to Avish. Okay. Okay. What are we saying, people? Everyone's got to call it now. In the chat, you've got to say who's going to win now. You're not allowed to wait until Avish has bowled the first ball. In the chat now, say who's going to win, India or West Indies. You cannot. You've got 5 more seconds. 5. You've got to answer now. 4, 3, 2, 1. Write your answer now. And you cannot change your answer. There's 71 of you in this live. Make sure you press like or subscribe before you go if you haven't already done so. It's down to the last 6 balls. Caribbean Cricket Podcast about to take you through this. Here we go. Avish comes to bowl his first ball. He's gone for 1 for 19 off his 2 overs. First ball, Oldene Smith on strike. Oldene Smith drills him down the ground. It's only one. It's only one off the first ball. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Is Devon Thomas going to be the hero? Because you would have thought Oldene was our best bet if we wanted to hit a 6 or a 4. West Indies need 9 from 5 balls. Devon Thomas is on strike. He's got 21 off 17 balls. And the Antiguan Devon Thomas. Oh, it's a no ball. It's a no ball. Gregory Brathwaite has given us a teeth out no ball. He said, not today. Gregory Brathwaite said, not today. I will save West Indies on Emancipation Day. He will save us. Yes, Gregory Brathwaite, my Don Dada. This is what I'm talking about. Free up the people then. Emancipation Day. Yes, in we come. It's not a teeth, actually. It's actually a no ball. But still, Gregory Brathwaite signaled it, and that's the main thing. You can't defeat us on Emancipation Day. Are you mad? Anyways, Avish must bowl it again. Free hit. Devon Thomas. He's gone for it. He's gone for it. He's gone for it. It's 6. It's 6. Oh, the Antiguan Devon Thomas sends that one out of the ground for a 6. West Indies need 2 from 5 balls. Avish has sold out the match. India will come for him. Gregory Brathwaite's a hero. Emancipation Day celebration. West Indies are going to win this match. What, you lot, listen. Caribbean Cricket Podcast Live is where it's at, This is where you need to come for the group therapy, safe space celebrations when West Indies actually do something. West Indies need 2 from 5 balls. I'm prepared to say, people, that even West Indies can't lose from here. Even the West Indies cannot lose this match from here. Devon Thomas, you're going to the World Cup. You've cemented your place. And he slaps that one through the covers. There's the win. It's gone down to the boundary. West Indies have won. They win a match. They actually win a match. Nicholas Pooran can celebrate. West Indies win by 5 wickets. This match was never in doubt. It was never, ever in doubt. We had this match locked in from the beginning. We're tired of playing these little man teams like India. They cannot test us. We need to move on to more challenging opposition because this is too easy for us. We had this settled from the get-go. Obed McCoy, 6 wickets for 17 runs, and then we came out with the bat and smashed them. It was never in doubt. We just wanted to make it exciting. But India, you're going to have to come better than that to keep pace with us. We are the world champions at this format. West Indies win by 5 wickets. Thank you to everyone. Look at the pawn bots are excited as well. They're in here as well. Full excitement. They want to come in spreading the pawn. Everyone's excited. But people, Believe I better talk my shit. But people, thank you to everyone who's been in on the live. Porn bots rally. Everybody rally around the West Indies. West Indies win by... Listen, we must celebrate, you know. Wins don't come often for us. West Indies win by 5 wickets. Thank you to everybody. But on a serious one, Supernova, you're right. I couldn't believe they went to Avesh for that last over. But people, this is why I do these lives, though, you know. I could have easily have just sat in my room and watched that match by myself, but I like these lives because it's all of us just chatting to each other and rallying and watching. It just adds a bit more flavor and a bit more excitement to proceedings. Javon, yes. Now the match is over, I'm going to go and analyze and deep dive to myself first and foremost on the 18 cricket. On the squad selected. I'll do a video as soon as I've kind of got my thoughts together on it. But thank you to everyone who's been in the lives. I'll just say some names I see. Yo, big up yourself. Orin, big up yourself. Vivek, Charlie Bowers, Javid, Javon, Rickon, Kurt, anyone else, Errol, any Davik, anyone else, Javid, did I say Javid? Anyone else who's still in the chat. Thank you so much for being part of this. Like I say, this is as much for me as it is for you. Cosme, big up Cosme, big up Jano, big up Carl Harris, big up Ravenous, big up BP, big up Sheldon. So yeah, I like this community spirit thing we got going when these matches come on. We don't even know each other, but we know each other, you know. So we rally same time tomorrow, people. Hopefully not with a 3-hour delay. So there is a match tomorrow. Should be starting. So 3:30 UK time, so it must be what, 10:30 or 11:30, depending on which part of the Caribbean you're in, or the United States, etc. Obviously, if you're in India, that should be a 7:30 p.m. or 8:30 p.m. start. Can't remember how far ahead India is. Really exciting game. Thanks for following the live. Before you go, everyone, do press like, do press subscribe, etc. Hope to see you tomorrow. Spread the news about the Caribbean Cricket Podcast. Do follow the Caribbean Cricket Podcast if you enjoyed today. And let's lock in tomorrow, people. Yeah, I guess that's peace from me. If I can find the video for the outro. That's peace from me. See you soon. Thanks, everyone.
We rule the cricket world. Now the rules seem coming.
Welcome to the Caribbean Cricket Podcast, your one-stop shop for all things West Indies cricket. By the fans, for the fans.